All right, I think we are live. Are we live? All right, I think we are. I don't know.
I didn't
Yep,
have my
we're
browser pulled
live.
up, but
Awesome.
we're live. Awesome.
I don't know who all is in here right now, but usually it says how many people, but I don't see. Oh, okay, there it is. So 0 people right now, but it says 0. But if you're in here, good to see y'all, man. Good to see y'all. I cannot emphasize this enough. One person. T-Dub42, good to see you, man. Appreciate you joining.
That is my friend Tyler. Hello, Tyler.
Okay, nice. Good to see you, Tyler.
He told me he was joining, so good to see you.
Okay, awesome. Appreciate you joining, man. Good to see you. We have 3 people in here. Guys, I cannot emphasize this enough. Spoilers, Superman spoilers. If you do not want to know anything about Superman, if you have not seen the film yet, if you are planning on going to see it, and if you don't want to know anything, you can stay if you want. I would say you can stay if you want, but I recommend, again, you can stay, but I recommend you go into this movie blind. Don't just, y'all know what I mean. Y'all know what I mean. Yeah. But other than that, before we start, guys, where can they find y'all at? Joseph and Raza, y'all go subscribe to their channels. Where can they find you at, guys?
Yes, so I am at Joseph_Mills. So just exactly how you see my name there on the screen, Joseph_Mills 1411. That is Instagram and YouTube. And I know I mentioned it last time. Straight garbage. Okay. All right, sounds good. And I know I mentioned it last time. My YouTube does not have any videos yet, but still go subscribe to me anyway because that's likely to change. I'm debating whether or not I do like a Superman video to kind of like compile my journey with the movie. But yeah, Joseph_Mills 1411 on Instagram and YouTube, and then Letterboxd is just my name. Or if we're going back to the username that I used, like my like I said, it was an old Call of Duty, like Xbox Live name. It's JRock1.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So yeah, that's where you can find me.
Awesome.
And
yeah, so we got to go around the horn real quick. How many times have y'all seen Superman?
Oh, I've seen it 3 times as well. But yeah, you can find me at the Raza Hider, just on Instagram, and same thing on YouTube. So just and then my name as displayed here. So
awesome.
Thanks.
And guys, again, go subscribe to their channel. Subscribe to this channel. We just hit 1K a couple weeks ago, which is insane.
Congratulations!
That's a major accomplishment, man.
Dude, I just couldn't believe it. I went nuts. I bet y'all probably saw the.
I
went nuts.
I saw it.
Y'all can hear me downstairs, man. That's how loud I was. But
It's.
I would react the same way if I hit.
Totally, absolutely. Everyone would. Yeah,
absolutely.
That was a big accomplishment. I knew you'd been working hard toward it. It was well deserved. So
totally well deserved, man.
Awesome.
You've done this for the last 2 years, and I'm so happy for you.
Yeah, man. I appreciate that. Let's see. Yeah. Superman was like the best. So right now I have it in second place, or my second favorite film of the year. My first one, my favorite film of the year, still is Rivals of Zaya King, dude.
You were telling us about that. Yeah,
it might be 2026, so that kind of I guess counts.
Oh, okay.
2026 film. I mean, I don't know for a fact, but
right.
Man, I know we're not talking about Rivals right now, but I cannot emphasize it enough.
Yeah.
When it comes out, please y'all go support that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And also before we start the Superman discussion, for all of them, everyone that's in the room, the last time we did a live stream together, we decided that we kind of wanted to make this our own like type of show. So we now have a Instagram for our group. It's at Superfilm Trinity. We're just a couple guys, or a few guys, I should say, 3 guys, just 3 guys from different parts of North America wanting to share our love of film, and we can share that passion to all of you. So for anyone that wants to see any updates from us, follow all 3 of us individually, and then also follow the page at Superfilm Trinity, all lowercase. You can find everything from us there, and depending on how long the live stream is, I'll go through and get some clips trimmed down, posted for Instagram, some of the highlights, and please go follow that page. Help support our growing brand.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think we'll also try and maybe possibly look into putting this on like Spotify or something, or
podcast.
Yeah.
I think that would be good too.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, I'm so glad we've done this. This is a great second stream, and we're here very excited to talk about the Superman spoilers. So
and again, I had to all went out, man. I had blue. My shirt was dirty again. It was dirty again.
Oh, really?
And my mom, we don't have detergent, so she has to go get detergent later. I'm like, Dude, so it's all good.
Oh.
though. I have blue on, so I
Well,
have blue.
me and
I thought I went
Raza,
out.
me and Raza, like I said last time, great minds think alike. We had the new crest last time, and now we've got
we've got the
retro.
classic.
So
how is that happening, man?
Yeah.
That's so weird.
Like I say, great minds think alike.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I can't believe you guys are Superman fans. We are. Yeah.
He's
Definitely,
great.
big
He's great,
time.
Favorite
Yeah.
DC superhero behind Batman or in front of Batman.
For me, the box office for this movie internationally
Affected by
is
the
getting
terrorist
affected.
crisis.
Yeah, it's not doing good internationally, but it's doing good here. It's doing good here. So
I know in India, I think India, they censored the final kiss.
Yeah.
It was some country over there. I was just like, because they said it was like too
so
sensual,
funny.
and I'm like,
I mean, I get it, but like,
So they're gonna censor the kiss, but they're not gonna censor like all the flirting stuff that was going on with Jimmy and Tessmacher. It's
yeah.
I feel like that would have been like more towards the sensuality part than a kiss. I mean, that's just me, but I don't know. It's
That's
but no, as far as the tariffs go, I am not qualified to talk on politics. All I know is it's just
I try not.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
I don't even know if it's a factor. I mean, that's like contributing to the box office right now. Honestly, I don't think it's a factor, but
I mean, I would hope it's not. I know, and again, like not qualified to talk. I know there were going to be some impacts on the film industry that were briefly discussed, but other than that, I've not heard anything.
Right.
So we got Anthony just saying, Raza and Joe, do you guys think we're going to have a traditional trilogy for Superman? Or one of the movies coming up is going to be a follow-up like BVS was for Man of Steel? I'm thinking The Authority. Okay.
So
it might be The Authority, but...
So I know James Gunn was talking today. He said that the next Superman-affiliated project is being worked on. It's not Batman versus Superman.
It's not a world's finest either.
And it's not a world's finest.
It's not world's finest. Oh, okay.
Yeah. People think it might be a Supergirl and Superman team up, which I actually would think that's cool.
I had that written down. Okay. That was a possibility.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had that written down.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think a traditional trilogy would be not necessarily like the best route, but like maybe a fan favorite, just like
which
have
we
a
haven't had that in a while.
Trilogy
like you say, Raimi Spider-Man, we haven't had that in a long time.
Right.
Exactly. In a way, sort of, In a way,
I guess Iron Man had it, then Thor, but
True, yeah.
A lot more violent.
No, what I find hypocritical, their Bollywood movies are a lot more violent than our action movies.
Yeah.
That's another area I'm not qualified to talk on is Bollywood. I have no experience. Experience whatsoever.
Yeah. I mean, the censorship in other countries is weird because like they will censor a kiss, but they won't censor gore. So it's like, what is more, something that people shouldn't be watching, kind of. So
Yeah.
New Superman is trying to be everyone's best friend, but ends up being no one's savior. It's decent, fun, even, but for those of us who watched Cavill soar through thunderstorms,
I don't know if I agree with that.
That was, I mean,
I don't know if I agree with that.
It's like we mentioned in the last stream. I mean,
who felt the
Henry Cavill,
loneliness of a god raised by humans, and who've read the stories where Superman loses and still chooses mercy. This one feels like a multiverse variant made to keep things safe. Okay. Well,
I don't know if I agree with that. I see where I kind of see where you're going. But I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that. It's not bad, but it's not super. I loved it, dude. Like I loved it. I don't have. I think if I had to talk about some nitpicks, I have some negatives. I would say maybe towards the beginning of the film it drags a little bit. With its pacing. Maybe some of the CGI, like I don't know, Baby Joey CGI is kind of noticeable.
I didn't think
but for the most part, it's visually flawless.
It's visually impressive.
The first time I saw it in IMAX on the preview night, there were a couple shots toward the beginning. I was like, the CGI just looked a little off, but it was like it was briefly for those two shots. But overall, I mean, I don't think pacing was really an issue because like I was entertained throughout, and like I knew, maybe it dragged a hair, but definitely it kept me engaged. It kept me interacting like with it and like building the world. I mean, and that's one thing it has to do is build the world because this is DC Studios' first feature film. So I mean, if it
for me,
so if it did drag, it had to build.
Yeah, for where I felt the pacing just kind of lost me on all three of my viewings is just when he gets captured in the Pocket universe. That's the
Right,
only
right.
time where I just feel like, okay, we have a little bit of a halt here, and it does take a bit of time until he breaks out. We do have the awesome Mr. Terrific scene, though, of course. That was phenomenal. That was great. But yeah, other than that, I mean, also I will say, like, the way that the film opened, I really loved the opening.
I
the
absolutely
text crawl,
love that.
with him
Was it
crashing
3
down.
centuries, 3 decades,
Yeah.
3 years, 3 weeks, 3
Yeah.
hours.
3 minutes.
Love that so
Breaking
much.
it.
Dude.
They said,
Definitely.
I mean, I know they said that they were going to do like a Star Wars type scroll
Yeah.
to like build the world, and
I
like
was
Right.
excited
have
about that. I was excited about that. It was,
part of me felt like part of me like went in thinking they were going to do like a full like how Star Wars movies actually open.
That's
I'm
what
like,
I thought.
that's
what I
too
thought,
revealing. Like
Yeah.
but the way they did it and the way that they like brought it
It was
down the
perfect.
screen with
Yeah.
each bullet point was great,
It
and it
introduced
felt
you
like
to the world.
the start of a comic. I mean,
It
that's how
introduced you to
like
the
comics
world
break
without
down
giving
and
too much away.
Right.
You know what I mean?
right,
Like,
yeah.
It like was not vague, but again,
Yep.
it didn't tell you much, and it was just perfect. The
Yeah.
execution was perfect,
Right.
and I loved it. I loved it, but
Yeah. My only surprise with it was that I was expecting that scene to be like, I thought there was going to be an initial battle, and then that scene would follow, and then everything else would follow through.
But
So
they
I
throw
was
you right
surprised
into
that
the
it
action.
started
They
with
throw
that.
you.
Right,
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. People
Yeah.
were complaining. They're like, "Oh, it feels like this is a sequel to another film, and we're missing something." And I'm like, they throw you right into the action. I love
Right.
that.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially because that was how that's how James Gunn like said it was going to be done. Like, we're not going to tell the origin story. We're going to throw you right into this plot with Superman and Luther and
Definitely.
like
Which is
comic
so
people.
cool. It's so cool.
I really liked it.
I thought it was well done.
I thought it was really cool too. Yeah.
But I feel like because this, again, y'all, if y'all have not seen Superman and y'all don't want to know anything, y'all all that are in here, I would say back out because this is going to be a spoiler-filled live stream. But if you really don't care, if you don't care and you want to know, then you're more than welcome to stay. So, but I think so. We can start talking about whatever from the film. I am so excited to talk about this film. Spoiler wise, but I was thinking again we could talk about whatever first, but I was thinking we could go down the line of like all the characters and just talk about them too if y'all wanted to, because there are a lot of characters in this film. And some of them are kind of just there, a few of them. But for the most part, I really found myself really interested in every single character in this film. Like, again, maybe a few are just kind of there, but for the most part, all of them had something to do. They all had depth. They all had, like, good lines. They all had, again, something to do. And
they had something to participate in the group, I felt. Everyone did,
Yeah, which I was
aside from some of the Daily Planet reporters who were kind of just there, everyone else, kind of like Hawk Girl was participating. Guy Gardner, of course, right? Mr. Terrific stole the show, honestly.
He was so great, dude. He was so great, man.
That is one of my big takeaways was the supporting cast, because
absolutely.
I didn't really have any worry about the supporting characters. I was like, they're throwing in a lot of people, but I knowing James Gunn, I know they're going to be there for a reason, and they ended up being there for a reason. I walked away liking Jimmy more than I thought I would, Mr. Terrific more than I thought I would, and Metamorpho. The scenes that Metamorpho was in with the Pocket Universe, and I know we hinted at it like on the last live stream, like with James Gunn, he has the power to get you to care about the smallest like objects, the smallest people.
He has a talent for that.
You see Baby Joey for like what 10 minutes, and you're like, don't let the baby die. Yes,
you know what I mean. Man.
It's something that James Gunn is able to do and just wrap around so great. I will say the only character that I feel like was there just for like filler was Cat Grant. What is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Hot Girl, but Cat Grant, she was just
Cat Grant.
Yes, Hot Girl, but Cat Grant. I mean, because she only had like what 3 scenes.
Yeah, 3 scenes. Like,
she
joined them on. She like all of them went on the UFO at the end, but but even then, like I found that was pretty underutilized. Like they didn't actually do anything. They just went in the ship and just
like
didn't do anything.
Perry barely had anything to do. Like at all.
Perry,
and Steve Lombard. I mean, he had a bigger role than Perry and Cat, but he was just a jerk. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
he
yeah.
had anything to do. But
That was one thing. Beck Bennett as Steve Lombard was one
he was
cast
great.
that kind of attracted my brother because
Okay.
we used to. Well, I still do. Like I still watch a lot of like Saturday Night Live like clips.
Right,
and stuff.
right.
And Beck Bennett
Yeah.
was on there like a decade ago, and like
Right.
those are some of like our favorite skits or like
Yeah,
whenever
he
plays
was good.
different people.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, that was one thing. I think he saw a trailer and saw, or maybe he saw a commercial and saw Beck Bennett as Steve Lombard. He's like, "What's the dude from SNL doing in Superman?" And I'm like, if you want to find out, come see it with me. Because
Exactly.
my brother, I love him to death, but he is not a guy to like get into movies as much as I do. Into superheroes
Yeah, it's the
as
same
much
with
as I
mine.
do.
It's the same with mine.
I knew the more I talked about Superman, the more in his head he was just thinking like, when are you gonna shut up?
Yeah.
And I told him, I was like, if you think I'm gonna shut up after this movie's out, you are wrong, because I'm gonna be talking about this forever, talking about how great it is. But love my brother, but still just nitpicky type.
I will say, I think that, and the thing with this film is that it's funny. It's a funny film as well.
Definitely.
But the humor doesn't
honestly,
at all. Like, there's a few people saying, "Oh, it's too dumb," and the humor's all over the place. I'm like, did we watch the same film? The humor was perfect. It was perfect.
Right.
And I think in my theater, so again, I saw it for a third time last night. So I saw it Tuesday and Monday, like before it released, the prime screening and then the early screening. And the one joke that is actually funny that most people in my audience, like everybody in my audience, really got a kick out of was the harem joke. The hey, do you have a secret harem? I thought everybody loved that joke. And then there was another one, where they were on Terrific's T-Craft or whatever you call it.
Yeah.
And Lombard, he was like, "Where's my seat? I don't have a
where's
seat."
my seat? Yeah,
I thought that was gold, man. I thought that was gold.
But
it's just, again, is it a perfect film? No, it's not. It's not a perfect. It's not perfect. It has flaws, but honestly, I had to really think about it. I really had to. And right now, it is my number 7 comic movie of all time, man. It is. I know.
Oh wow. Okay.
I know
7.
that's
like
way up there. That's a tall order. I know it is. But it's. Man, it's good. It's really good. I give it a 4.5 out of 5, I think. So not quite a 5, but close.
It is now. Not only was it my most anticipated movie of the year, but it is now my favorite movie of the year. I knew it was going to dethrone Sinners.
Right.
Oh, absolutely.
Just
absolutely.
very.
And I love Sinners. I thought Sinners was great. But
I thought Sinners was great. And I was like, and I kept asking myself in the months leading up to it, I was like, is Superman gonna top Sinners?
Mm-hmm.
And after seeing it 3 times, I was like, after my initial first time viewing, I was like, okay, let me watch this one more time just to find out. And then after the second time, I still wasn't sure. And then after the third time, which the third time is when I was able to get my brother to go see it. And the fact that he enjoyed it and like I was able to really wrap my head around it more, I was like, sorry, Sinners. You've been demoted.
And I'm so happy to see that people are really, especially like my friends and family, that are really enjoying it. Like the thing is, like again, I've seen it. I saw it for the 3rd time last night, so I've seen it 3 times. So when I went to go see it that Monday of the week, the 7th, before an early screening, and I talked to a lot of people, and everybody seemed to really enjoy it. And then Tuesday, I went with a few of my friends, and all my friends. Well, I went with so Nate, one of my best friends, Nate. He really enjoyed it. Yuna loved it. O'Shea loved it. Rush. He didn't really like it that much, which is okay. He's not a big movie guy, but it's all good. So he didn't really like it that much. But then I went to go see it last night with my 2 sisters and my mom and dad. My mom and dad really liked it. I don't know how my little sister thought of it, but my middle sister, I think she somewhat enjoyed it. And my grandma wants me to take her to go see it. I'm like, dude. And then
that's wonderful, man. I know.
And my best friend Justice went to go see it a couple of days ago, and he loved it. He took his brother Broderick to go see it. Broderick loved it. One of my best friends, Davey, who goes to church camp, he lives hours away from me, but he texted me out of the blue one day, a couple of days ago, and was like, dude, Superman is awesome. And I'm like, I'm so happy that
Me
people
too.
are really enjoying it, man. And
Yeah.
it's one of those things where it's just and one of my other friends, Clark loved it too. Like he absolutely loved it. And it's just everybody is enjoying it. And it's just it feels like an old-fashioned superhero film that we've missed. It feels like it's what I've wanted from a superhero film for a long time. It's just we're going back to the basics, but also we're making it unique. You know what I mean? Again, and it's just, I'm so happy that people are enjoying it, man. And I'm glad
on my first viewing, I went for the advanced screening of the same time that you went for it, Hayden, and I went in my full suit and everything. And so when I went there, I actually didn't win. I hadn't won the contest to actually see it.
Right. Yeah.
But I showed up, and the Warner Brothers Canada guy saw me.
And
he immediately was like, "Do you want to come in?" I'm like, "If you have a seat, sure, yeah, I'll do it." And then he asked me for
awesome.
like, "Can you help like kind of be part of the intro with it?" I'm like, "Sure." So I stood there and I was kind of greeting everybody and took pictures with people at the end afterwards.
It's so cool, man. It's so cool.
It was great to talk to people. I had people of all ages, small and tall, coming to me and asking for photos, and that's
so cool,
how
man.
much
awesome.
People cared for the character and for this movie. And I got to ask them too, like, what did you think of it? And so many people said that it reminded them of Christopher Reeve's Superman, of their childhood, reading the comics as well. And for the little ones, for the little kids, this is their first Superman movie.
Exactly.
They were so, you could see in their eyes that something changed in them. And that's something that's going to really kind of change, like reflect in this new generation, right? We're going to hear like 5 years from now, the kids who are 6 years old and are now 11 or even, in their later teens, that they grew up with this Superman. And this was their first kind of introduction to the DC world. Exactly. So, my interactions with people have been great. I went with my good friend Ethan last week as well, and we had a really good time. He's a big movie fan as well, and cool. And so he big time really enjoyed it, and he kind of had the same opinions as I did. And like we kind of felt like certain elements were just a little off, like how we acknowledged like Cat Grant's character was not really utilized the most.
Ultraman, I felt like small things. Ultraman was kind of just there a little bit, but
but overall, overall we enjoyed it. I saw it with my mom on the first screening, and she really enjoyed it. She was really looking forward to this movie, so she really enjoyed it. My dad, I saw it with him on the second screening on opening night. My dad walked out enjoying it more than he thought he would, which was
that's good. That's good.
That was really good. He did kind of acknowledge too, like this is a very different Superman that he's used to. But he did acknowledge that he had a lot more fun with it. So there's some really good blend of people who are walking out with some different kind of reviews. And so I think the best takeaway though is that people are walking out pretty happy.
And that's one thing that I am loving hearing all the reactions is the people that are getting their families, getting their friends, and going to experience this together. But this villain, no mirror, no weight, no impact, just another person in the way of a big moment.
Lex Luthor? I think Nicholas Holt. Lex Luthor is
great.
The 1A thing. He's like talking about his envy. I was like,
and of course, that's a meme now. That's a meme now. I saw on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. I saw. It was like, hey Lex, how many A's does Superman have? 1A, 1A.
I love it. Like the line delivery every time he talked in the film, it's just whether the dialogue, it's just his line delivery, man. Both of them. It's just it was amazing. It was so good.
Entire third act, you can feel.
Oh, he's angry.
Hatred.
Oh yeah, like that scene where
radiating from his core.
He turns around and Superman's standing behind him like this.
Yeah, and that like final shot where he's like looking up.
Yeah.
Every time I see that scene, the only thing I can think of is he is about. Every time I see that scene, right? This is what I think of. I'm like, he is about to. I have a very big feeling that down the line in this new universe that he is going to get his suit, and he's gonna destroy Superman. Like it's gonna be bad.
And that was another really thing bad. Like I had seen before was people talking about like how much this iteration of Lex Luthor is driven by hatred and envy.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
If Lex is acting this bad, like I don't want to get off topic from Superman at the moment. But like if Lex is acting this envious and evil, what does that mean for a character like
Reverse Flash?
Yes.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, dude, I know.
Right.
Like that. Oh,
Reverse Flash will mess up Barry's life so much.
Big time.
It's not even funny.
Yeah. No, I'm looking forward to the villains in this universe for sure. I mean, definitely the Batman ones. That's my
how
big
crazy
interest
is
there.
Darkseid gonna be?
But with Lex, in terms of Lex again, like how they can, I think how they will evolve his character throughout this universe now will be very interesting. Because now he's set off with this even more hatred than what he was at the beginning of the movie.
Right.
And we know that because this is his third year, we already know that they've already had some interactions with each other and everything. So now he's finally taken away to prison, and so but when he
Belle Reeve,
Belle Reeve, that was a cool name drop. Yeah.
That was one thing I was talking to Hayden about. I noted that they said they're sending him to Belle Reeve. I've not seen Creature Commandos yet.
Me neither.
Watch it. Yeah, because I've not like. I knew James Gunn said that this universe was going to be interconnected through animation, movies, TV shows, and video games. But I don't think I realized the level of interconnectivity that it's all going to be. So when they said Belle Reeve, like I didn't pick up on that the first time I watched it, but like the second and third time, and then like I'd seen analysis of it, I was like, okay, yeah, they're sending him to where the Creature Commandos are.
Yeah,
if Creature Commando season 2 gets picked up, he could be there.
Probably show up in Creature Commando season 2, which James Gunn said he's not writing it, so it's somewhat new. But
he's not. Yeah. Oh, okay, that's interesting.
They said
it kind of worries me a little bit, but I mean, it should
it has been there. That actually gave me some confusion today because I saw where it's not being season 2 is not being written at the moment, but it has been renewed. Correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Which I'm so excited for that. I'm so excited for that.
I was thinking it had been renewed, but whenever I saw like either yesterday or today, whenever it was, where they said that it wasn't being written, I was like, maybe it's just not being like I see it as maybe like a back burner project, maybe because I know they're prioritizing Wonder Woman, they're prioritizing Brave and the Bold, Lanterns and Supergirl are due next year. They got to get those out. Which Lanterns that was one of the
right? Aren't they going to be the main four? Supergirl, Wonder Woman, and Superman and Batman. I think they're be the main four.
So yeah.
That's what James Gunn said. I think, but
which I think is good. As an older fan who grew up with the Christopher Reeve films, they gave me hope and inspired me to be a good person. It's great to see other artists doing the same today with this film. Definitely.
I've seen that so many times on like Instagram and Reels and what I like. And I don't know if people are really doing. If people are just doing it for like views or whatnot, I feel like that is kind of like a low ball. But I mean, people are saying like, "Oh, I helped an old lady carry her groceries out of the grocery store. I picked up litter." I mean, just some people, I feel like they're maybe just be doing it for views, but I mean, the people that actually are doing that and they're walking out of this movie wanting to be a better person.
That's what
wanting to make a change.
I mean, honestly, at least they're spreading good messages. I mean,
like the Dairy Queen in my town, right? So I think it was a couple of days ago after church or something. Me and my friends, we went to. It was Wednesday. It was Wednesday night. After church, me and my friends, some of my friends, we went to DQ, right? And there was a couple walking to the door, so I held it for him. And he was like, we shook each other's hand. He was like, "Thank you, man." He was like, "Hey, I was like, that's just how I've been raised, man. That's how I've been raised." He was like, "Are you weird?" I was like, "I'm from Texas," and I was like, "That's how I've been raised, man. That's how I've been raised." And he was like, "I appreciate that." I was like, "Dude, no problem. It's like help people. I like to be kind to people, and I feel like that's what everybody should take away from this film. It's a great Superman film. It's a awesome superhero film, but you really need to take away the overall message, like the deep message. You know what I mean? Because it's about being a good person. It's about being kind. That's what we need in this world, and especially right now, that's what we need more in this world. And I feel like
here,
helping a little bit. I feel like it's helping just a little bit. You know? What I mean?
And honestly, when I saw him during the kaiju fight, just saving the squirrel,
I love that
saving every single woman that was there, kids and everything. I was like, I've been wanting to see this in a Superman movie for so long, so long, and it felt great, you know.
So I actually did not pick up on that. Like, I don't know how I missed that. Like the first time I saw it, like the second time I saw it, I was like. And I think I may have mentioned it on the last stream. I can't remember, but I know I've like thought it before. I'm like, Christopher Reeve. It showed his Superman doing something as simple as getting a cat out of a tree.
Yes.
I need
Right.
David to save a cat, save a dog, like
Yeah.
do something with an answer.
Right.
And the fact that he was nice enough to save the squirrel.
Yeah, and people are like, why do you give it a squirrel?
I love that.
Because it's a life. I mean, he's going to save, you know,
every life. Yeah,
and I like that
can.
Superman, when they were attacking the kaiju, they were trying to, they ended up killing the kaiju, but I was like, he was like, don't do that. And I'm like, what?
I want to send it to an intergalactic zoo so we can study it. I mean, that did have heart, and like, of course, Mr. Terrific's looking at him like, you're crazy, man.
Very
Mr. Terrific's reaction to that's priceless.
Yeah, like it's the thing. Like if they wanted to, you know how Brandon Routh's Superman Returns is basically a sequel to the Christopher Reeve films, right?
Yeah.
Say they never made Superman Returns, right? Say this one with David Cornsweet is a sequel. Say it was a sequel. Say they made it a sequel to the Christopher Reeve's films. I would be so fine with that.
That would have been interesting
because he kind of like. He's in the same vein as Christopher Reeve. Like
definitely
the way both of their Supermans acted in both films, it's uncanny, man. It's uncanny. It just works, man. I think it worked, man.
One of the biggest things that I wanted to see a lot more of, and I've read this a lot online and some of the reviews too, that the reviews that are positive, like mine, but the little wishes that we still had were we wanted more scenes just with Clark. Just with Clark, with the glasses,
I agree.
Planet.
I agree.
And we saw him as Clark, but, you know, it was more kind of with people that knew that he was Superman, like Lois, like Pa and Ma Kent. And so we only had that one scene of him in the planet, and that was it. And there's certain Superman moments that I really love seeing where, you know, he's interacting with people, and especially in the Reeve films where, you know, he's getting some kind of message from like Lois, and then like Lois will have to kind of like look away, and then he runs away because you know he's got to go do what she's saying is like taking place. Like, oh, there's something going on at Niagara Falls or something, and he's just like dashes and goes. You know that.
Or even like people like Perry and Jimmy that kind of like had an inkling that they were together because like Perry. I love that. That was one of the hardest times I'd laughed at the movie was Perry looked at Jimmy and he's like, how long they been hooking up? About 3 months, I think.
It's like going back to all the characters real quick. Just one character, Eve. I didn't expect myself to enjoy that character that much. She was such a good character. She was such a good character.
Found myself wanting, because especially that scene after he gets out of the Pocket Universe and that's when you first see like his rage take over. That awesome close up. That was another part I laughed at when he shatters the mug in slow-mo, and then he's like, pick that up.
But the engineer, or finish what you was going to say, then I'll finish what you're saying.
What I was going to say was Eve. That was another character that I walked away from the movie like caring more about in a weird way, because I was like, especially that part where Lex had thrown the pencil at her, and like it's clear.
I did not like that. I was like, okay, did we?
That was like a little bit of a stretch, but I feel like it showed furthermore like, okay, this guy is like not mentally well, like he's driven on like killing Superman and like fighting anyone he has to do to get to it, and then so just that impact that. Like I said, I mean, I don't really care for the fact that it was like a brief assault or like whatever you want to call it on Eve, but it made me like care more about her and be
absolutely,
be like, because in the end, I mean, she's not a bad person; she's just around bad people.
She's just
kind of like how I've gathered.
Crazy, you know what I mean?
Definitely.
But the thing is, I just lost my train of thought. I was gonna say something and then I just lost it. Y'all talk about something, and I'll
okay.
I had something, but I just lost it, man.
So sorry, For Lex, I really love Nicholas's performance. You know, it was so great. Cool. I had the real cool opportunity to meet him in April at Calgary Expo, and
really.
That is awesome.
It was super cool, and he's really tall. He's a tall dude, and so
you met Nicholas.
Yeah, he was
so cool, man.
He's like 6'4", and no, he was so nice. It was very quick. It was like probably a minute just really quickly at his table and
Yeah.
before you had to run out. So
He's got an inch on me. I'm 6'3".
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
There are so many like, yeah, like I've met so many people that like, and I'm like towering over people.
Yeah.
I like never expect people to be taller than me.
Right.
So,
yeah.
Oh my gosh, if I ever meet Nicholas Holt, I'll have to know that he's taller than me.
Really
I'll have
cool,
to be like kind of looking up to him with the inch. I don't know.
Yeah.
But no, that is so cool. I know he was in, and not to get off topic, but I know he was in Orlando in February at MegaCon. And that is like a dream convention for me that I want to do.
Yeah.
Johanna and Raza, what are you guys' opinion on people saying that there wasn't really any danger or mistakes in this movie compared to Man of Steel?
Well, that's kind of odd in my opinion, because I mean, the whole city was being split, and they could have expanded. I mean, it was a pretty big stake in my opinion.
I do have to say, I do agree with what you just said, Ross. I do agree with that, and that's what I was thinking about before you said that too, kind of. But I do have to say, and I don't even know if I want to say it's really a negative. Like, I mean, when I think about it, I'm like, maybe that would be a negative, but it doesn't feel like it's a negative. But I do feel like and it didn't take me out of the movie. It really didn't at all, because I was so into it. Like, I loved it. But I did feel like there weren't very many stakes in the film. Like, I was like, yeah, I see that, but I just didn't feel like there were very many stakes. You know what I mean? Which, again, didn't take me out of the film. But with the city, I do understand that part. You know what I mean? But other than that, I mean, this is way better than Man of Steel. I'll tell you all that. Way better than Man of Steel.
Yeah. In terms of tone, in terms of, I mean, again, they're very different interpretations. I still have yet to rewatch Man of Steel. I'm gonna get around to it like pretty much soon now, but because I'm very interested in now, having rewatched the original Reeve one, and then now Corn Sweat. I want to see how the Cavill one kind of feels after seeing those two iterations back to back.
Yeah.
Zod is a number one maniac trying to destroy Earth and reintroduce Krypton.
I mean,
I feel like
way sort of.
Yeah.
I feel like you would have to have a version of Zod in this universe to compare it to.
Right.
I mean,
it's
kind of hard. I mean, that's like, comparing Zod to Lex is more apples to oranges than it is apples to apples. I mean, we would have to see what James Gunn's vision and what James Gunn and Peter Safran's vision is for Zod in this universe before I feel like I can form an opinion.
So Bradley Cooper's Jor-El. People think he's really Zod. People think he's really Zod, and I'm like,
oh, okay.
That's an interesting theory. I don't think that's true, but that's an interesting theory. If it comes true, that's cool. But I don't know if they're gonna go down that route. I don't think they are. But
it would be. I mean, with him basically saying, like, with Lex Luthor uncovering the rest of the message that basically said, we want you to rule over Earth and kill people. I mean, that kind of, because especially, I mean, if Superman was sent to Earth as a baby and he didn't know, like, he never met his like biological parents. I mean, it's a possibility. Do I think that they're going to do it? Maybe. That definitely is interesting to think about. But
yeah.
I will say, about that major plot line. I at first was taken aback because I didn't even know that this happened in some of the comics. I didn't know that they did this in Smallville as well, where Jor-El like has this kind of real bad negative tone towards Superman. Kal-El, and just the fact that he's actually sent him to kind of rule over the people versus actually protect people, which is what Marlon Brando's iteration says to Reeve, right? And that made it feel more hopeful. I do like the spin on it. And, I read this really good comment where someone compared it to Batman. And compared it to Batman in the sense that Thomas and Martha Wayne, there are some iterations where, we know that they're very good people. They very much want to help people. But then we also know that there are versions where they're corrupt, where Bruce later finds out that, they've actually been behind all these real bad schemes in Gotham. So there's these two iterations that, there are very good interpretations of both. And this was just my first time seeing Jor-El being presented in this way. And I do think that the plot line worked. I just wish it kind of hung a bit more weight throughout the middle of the film, because it happens initially. And then when he goes in the pocket universe, you kind of almost forget about it. And then it comes back at the end. So I really like the plot line. I just wish it kind of was like over, like, like kind
That's a
of
good point.
staying there in the background. I mean, like throughout the film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember. What were you gonna say, Joseph? You go first.
Oh no, I was just agreeing with that. I just said definitely.
I remember what I was gonna say earlier, and it was about Lex. So I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know if it is or not, but I read it the other day. I saw something about it, and I was like, "Really? That's weird." But there's something that apparently Lex Luthor in this film.
Yeah.
Apparently Perry White's wife cheated on him with Lex, and I'm like, really?
Huh.
That's bizarre. That's bizarre. I just wanted to talk about that, or just like kind of talk about that a little bit, because I found that interesting, but at the same time, I was like, I wouldn't be shocked because Lex is a freaking maniac in this universe or in this movie, and that would have been bad, obviously, but interesting. But how do y'all feel about that?
Yeah. That I didn't even hear about that. So
I don't know if it's true or not. I don't think it is, but
that's the first I've ever heard of anything like that. That definitely is interesting to think about. To say the least.
It's weird. It's very weird, but but we got to talk about Supergirl real quick, man. Supergirl showed up at the end, and
the big spoiler at the end. Yeah,
the first two times I saw it, when she showed up at the end, my audience both times, first and second, were like, "Oh shoot, Supergirl!" Last time nobody, was like, "Oh, Supergirl," but the first two times, and I was excited to see her because I think we all knew that she was going to be.
I did.
It was being hinted at. Yeah, like I knew HBO Max had like a featurette, and it said like some of the cast, and Millie Alcock was at the bottom, like at the very bottom of the list.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I was like, is she gonna be in it? And then like the more the movie was going on, I was like, okay, maybe she's not. But then, whenever number 4, Gary, if we want to,
Gary,
whenever he said, "Sir, I think your cousin's here," I'm like,
that was when I was like, oh, okay,
doing more stuff.
Absolutely, all three of us, absolutely.
Yes. Yeah. I'm going showing, like I said, showing number 4 tomorrow with my parents. I'm so excited. Nice. Again, like kind of similar to my brother, my parents don't really get into movies as much, movies as much as I do. They definitely don't get into superheroes as much as I do. But my mom came with me to Cleveland last summer when I went to go see the Daily Planet, walk around that street and stuff. But so she's excited to see it. My dad, I'm glad I'm getting him to a movie because he's in his mid-50s and he doesn't want to go see movies. Like he's more comfortable watching movies at home. I'm gonna do my best to keep him awake though, because the last couple of movies we've seen together, he is like he fell asleep during Oppenheimer, which is kind of like okay. And I'm like okay, this wasn't that big a deal. But I still like give him crap for it because I'm like, how did you fall asleep during Oppenheimer?
My dad doesn't like it that much. I'm like,
my dad said he didn't like the history behind, or he wasn't familiar with the history behind it. I'm like,
my dad
you're not really familiar with the United States dropping a bomb on Japan.
He didn't like Killers of the Flower Moon either, and I'm like, that's one of the greatest movies in the last.
I really enjoyed that. Yeah,
but
my dad, he fell asleep during Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, so that wasn't great. And then for Oppenheimer, I think he stayed awake for it all, but he similar kind of sentiments to Joseph's, I guess, he wasn't really familiar with the whole trial aspect. So like the whole third act of Oppenheimer, he was like, oh, okay, I found like it was so much, but it was really I mean, Oppenheimer is a masterpiece for me. So
it's crazy.
Anthony makes a good point here. I think this movie domestically is going to continue to grow because it's a real watchable movie for families, unlike Minnesota. Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. Unlike, I mean, and like I always say this, like I always appreciate actors and actresses' contributions to these superhero movies. Henry Cavill was not a bad Superman. It's just not how he should have been done. I agree with people saying Lex is a one-dimensional villain. He is a Snidely Whiplash type villain. I mean, I feel like
I don't know.
Like we were kind of saying earlier, like there weren't too many like big stakes to it. I feel like it was more a grounded story between good and evil. I feel like in the future, and that's kind of like what we've been talking about with this being the first DC feature film. We're giving this universe time to grow. We're gonna find out everyone's both superhero and supervillains, everyone's intentions of like what they want to accomplish. And
Right.
now with Lex and Belle Reve, which is where the Creature Commandos are in season 2, we might be able to explore more of him and like more of what his motives are for revenge on Superman in a further like future Superman project. So I don't think I don't think he was one-dimensional here, but I know that is like kind of the popular opinion that's being tossed around. I think if he is like kind of shallow and he doesn't give too much to share, it's being held for future events. I think the Authority is going to be the true follow to Superman, and then the Lobo movie is probably going to be the follow-up to Supergirl. Yes, I don't even know if there was a Lobo movie announced. I know he's in Supergirl, but I don't know. That would be interesting to see, though. The Authority, I do think the Authority is going to play a massive role in this universe before, and I know it is in this first chapter. But where we've not really gotten anything on it yet, I don't know like what direction James Gunn's gonna want to take it in. I do need to stock up on some more comics, though. I'm trying to like that's one thing I love about James Gunn running this universe is that he's letting people know and like informing them, like, hey, these are, if you want to get more comic background, these are the ones you need to read. So like I have I have Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, because all of this is the source material for the movie. I've got All-Star Superman and Kingdom Come for this Superman movie. So yeah, I definitely need to stock up on more comics, do some more research, and I am excited for the Authority. I think it'll be a good movie. But
after seeing this movie and seeing the Engineer, because I thought the Engineer was a really cool character. I thought she was a really fun character. Now, after seeing the film and seeing her character and what she's like, I'm actually more interested now in the Authority. I am, because at first I was like, okay, never heard of the Wildstorm characters, never heard of the Engineer. I don't really have any big expectations, but it's James Gunn, so I'm gonna give it a chance. I'm excited because James Gunn hasn't missed yet, But yeah, I'm excited about it. And what I told you earlier, Joseph, is that I have my notes just real quick. Or I don't have to get it out, but he said, so there was an interview that came out today. It came out sometime today with him, James Gunn and Josh Horowitz. And James was saying that the Authority, given an update on it, is that it's been a rough road. It has been a rough road, but that the writer that was writing the Authority is now writing a new DCU project. That's a movie that hasn't been announced yet. So I don't know what's going on with it, but I mean, I guess it's still happening, but I don't know.
I've not watched that full interview yet, but I have. I did take some notes that I saw today from it. Like, and we can get into this after we analyze Superman. But like, I know Deathstroke and Bane. That script has been submitted by Matthew Orton, who did Moon Knight. I'm really looking forward to that.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
He did Moon Knight. And then James Gunn's working on the next DCU project that involves Superman and will be announced soon.
The Moon Knight writer kind of scares me a little. There was another writer too. Does it say who's directing it? Because it wasn't there the Moon Knight writer and
I didn't see anything about a writer, but like let me go.
Because that kind of Moon Knight.
Or I didn't see anything about a director. I know that Matthew Orton was
me a little bit. I liked it for the most part. And Moon Knight has been one of my favorite characters ever since I was little, right? So I'm really excited for the show. But and again, I didn't hate it. I liked it, but it's not as good as I thought it would be.
I just wanted to comment on Lex's the one-dimensional comment there. So for me, like if you think about it, like yes, a lot of the focus is his hatred towards Superman. In comparison to, because the only other iterations that I've seen are Gene Hackman's, Kevin Spacey's, and then Jesse Eisenberg's. But mostly comparing it to Kevin Spacey's and Gene Hackman's.
Right.
I would say, like, their focus was always predominantly on achieving land, as they've always wanted, to buy land to create their own, land and everything. But to do that, they knew that they had to take out Superman. And now here, I would say that plot line is still there. Like, we know that, like, while Lex was not trying to create land, he was trying to take over, was it Borov? What was the country name?
He was trying to take over Jaranpur.
Jaranpur, yeah. So he was trying to take over Jaranpur. So they kind of brought in some political aspects into that, which were kind of, relevant, I guess, as well.
Right.
And so it was interesting in that sense that, that kind of character element of Lex wasn't gone. It was still there, and he still wanted to acquire land, and as Lois said, be king and ruler, right?
Right.
So that was still there. He just wanted to get rid of Superman completely, which in this iteration they just kind of emphasized more upon. But I wouldn't say he's one-dimensional in that sense. It was just more, one thing was a bit more emphasized than the other, if you get my gist. So,
And one scene that I really thought was a really well done scene was the Russian roulette scene with the gun.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was really good. That was intense.
Dude,
I would say that was
Malik.
moments.
So good. The editing in that whole scene and just the way like it was directed and shot with the camera. I was like how it zoomed in on the gun and then like you would just like hold it up and I was like, oh my gosh, dude. It was
and every time the gun goes off, I hear a pin drop in the theater. Everyone is just like, okay, now we understand like he's not messing around, you know.
It's like it's like you're able to grasp, especially like only after again, and I feel like it did the perfect build up to it. Like I'm like, and it's weird for me to talk about those because I mean that was like a very sensitive scene as it should be.
Yeah,
but, like, with it only taking the 2 shots, I feel like that was enough time to like build the suspense, build the emotion, and just see how malevolent this iteration of Lex is.
Definitely.
And like I don't want to make like a comparison to like another franchise, but like I know like for some reason my mind kept going back to the start of MI3. Like when Philip Seymour Hoffman that confrontation where it's like, you don't think that I'll kill him or him in this instance, but like you don't think I'll do it. And I'm like, and then as soon as like the gun went off, I'm like you said, Raza, pin drop. I'm like,
rest in peace, Philip Seymour Hoffman, dude. That's such a good actor, man. That scene in MI3.
I know I mentioned it last time, but like see where I hadn't seen him in. I know I mentioned it last time, but like where I hadn't seen any of the Mission Possibles yet. Not knowing he was in MI3, it made me realize how much I missed seeing him in movies.
He's good at Big Lebowski as well. He's good at Moneyball as well, which.
I just watched Moneyball for my first time at the start of the month, and I really liked him in it.
Oh, yes, dude, yes. It's one of the greatest films ever made, dude.
I was really happy with it.
Top 5 film of mine. I love it.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So good. So
good. He's also good in, there's a Joaquin Phoenix movie called The Master. That was a really good performance that he gave. It's not really my type of movie, but his performance in it with both of them was phenomenal. But back to Superman. So for the Authority, I think that I am very intrigued. I don't know much about the characters involved at all. I'm very curious about it, and that kind of ties into kind of what the future of this universe is going to be. Like, how many people who walk out of Superman will go out and see everything that DC puts out now, right? That's going to be a big, interesting thing. And how many will be like very selective? Because honestly, I think it's okay if people are selective, as they have been with Marvel too. But what we saw for the first decade of the MCU was everyone wanted to see just about everything, right? It was oh, Black Panther, I'm seeing that. Oh, Guardians of the Galaxy, I'm seeing that. Spider-Man, of course I'm seeing that. Avengers, definitely. But with DCU, like, will people be like only the big ones, like Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman, and then the other ones like Authority?
It kind of has a relation. The way I'm kind of looking at it is it kind of has a relation to what Sony tried to do with Marvel and like the Spider-Man properties. It's like with the villain universe, it makes sense to make a Venom movie because people know who those characters, people know who Venom is.
Right.
Craven, Madam Web, Morbius, like.
Yeah,
you're not going to get box office.
They shot themselves in the foot. They did that, honestly.
It's like you're not going to get box office just because you slap a Marvel logo at the beginning of your movie. Like, people, unless you are a diehard comic book fan, people aren't going to know. Or like even if they've seen like the old like Spider-Man animated series from the 90s, like where Madam Web shows up and where Morbius I believe was in it as well. Like unless you like are familiar and like go back that far with the lore, you don't know who those people are. And that does bring up an interesting point. Like I would want DC to get to the point where like it's a continuity thing where it's like people do need to see everything. But Hayden likes Madam Web, so.
Okay,
you liked Madam Web?
No. Okay.
Oh,
you need to emphasize that. Okay. Look,
I gotta hear this. Sorry.
So, let me. Okay,
I haven't seen it. Just to be clear, I haven't seen it. So
Kraven the Hunter is terrible. Kraven the Hunter was bad. That movie
Agreed.
sucked. It was terrible.
Agreed.
Morbius. Okay, the thing with again, Kraven the Hunter, terrible, out of the picture. We don't need to talk about that film anymore. But with Madam Web and Morbius, they're dumb fun. They're dumb fun. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like Madam Web is more of dumb fun, but we need to get back to talking about Superman. But I just want good to see you cut. But just real quick, they're dumb fun. They're dumb fun. They're dumb fun, man.
I will say I have an OCD thing where
I
keep
wouldn't
my
say I
superhero
liked it, but
collections up to date.
You know.
So
yeah, that's
sadly,
crazy to me, man.
It's an
There's no
interesting
way I
topic.
would spend
I can't be a hypocrite. I bought it just for the collection.
No, there's no way I would do that.
It's a story that is
Morbius
very.
is
Oh
here.
gosh, yeah, I have an OCD thing too for my media, but there's no way I will even spend $1 on it.
Oh, and Kraven. Like, I buy everything on 4K.
Yeah.
Kraven was only in Steelbook. So I had to spend the extra money to get Kraven on Steelbook. And it was just...
Man.
It's a very, very hard topic to talk about, but it's just, I'm not even going to say what I rated it. I'm not even going to say. I am not going to say what I rated the film.
Just rip the Band-Aid off really quickly before we get back to Superman. What'd you rate Madam Web?
Oh, man, should I?
Yes.
Oh, I can't, dude. I can't. It's not a... Well, okay, it's not a very... Again, we need to get back to Superman, but it's not a very... good rating, but I'll say this. I've only seen it fully once, I think. I've only seen it fully once, and I don't know when I'll watch it again. I don't know, but it's a hard topic to because here's the thing, real quick. The reason that I actually found enjoyment out of it is because of this. You know, it's the multiverse now in Marvel and whatever. So there were rumors that Toby and Andrew were going to be in the film. There were rumors that they were going to be in the film.
Yeah, I didn't buy that at all. Yeah.
And I was like, okay, no way. I think this is Robert Adams from the Cinefanatics. If y'all not subscribed to him at Cinefanatics, go subscribe to him and his brother. It's not my favorite film, but it's just I don't know, man. I don't know.
We've got the comment section turned against you now. I'm so sorry.
It's crazy.
I'm so sorry I said anything about this.
Hey, good to see you, Robert. Appreciate you joining, man. Appreciate you joining. But the thing is, real quick, it's just, again, I know it's kind of weird to talk about. It's kind of may not make sense, but Toby and Andrew rumored to be in that film, right? I was hyped about that. I was like, whoa, they're actually going to be in the film, right? Didn't end up being in the film, and then I was like, you know, I don't know. It's a hard thing to talk about. It's kind of confusing. I don't know.
I do know that there were some multiversal elements. Like they were trying, like they kept saying it was going to be its own universe, and then they kept saying they were going to do. They were like wanting the baby Peter Parker to be Tom Holland's Spider-Man. Like, there were just so many working elements into it. I'm just
man.
And I think I mentioned this last time, or I mentioned it to Raza before, but like I took my mom with me to go see it, just so that way I wouldn't be alone in the theater.
Right.
And even her, who doesn't get into superheroes, she's like, "Why'd you bring me here?" Like, but no, to get back to Superman, we are leaving Madam Web behind.
Yeah,
it's dumb fun, man. Again, we need to get back.
It is, yeah.
But it's just dumb fun. It's just dumb fun. That's all it is. But
and then Kraven's just dumb.
Yeah, but again, good to see you, Robert. Appreciate you joining, man. Good to see you. But Superman. So where were we?
We were talking about like the Authority and like all that. Connectivity. Yeah. So I think, what I was gonna say with like the movies, like everything, like kind of like how we got off on the tangent with the villain universe. Like people will pay to see the movies that they know the characters. So like Superman will generate box office, Batman will generate box office, Wonder Woman. Like I want it to get back to the level where people are wanting to see each project, and they're following up with the TV shows that are on HBO or HBO Max, like wherever they decide to go, and even the video games. Once video games start being put out, like to have that nice flow of interconnectivity is going to be good. But I feel like James Gunn does have the power to do it. Like people, especially with the Supergirl cameo at the end, like people know, and with the poster reveal the other day, the look out.
That'll attract people to that film. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right, exactly. So people, which I know Lanterns, I think, is going to be the next project in the community. But like as far as movies go,
so hyped for that show. I literally cannot wait, dude. Because
they actually I had that as part of my like DCU news points. They wrap production this week.
Was it this week?
Okay.
I believe so. Yes, it looks like they wrap production, and it is set for winter or spring 2026. Right. So it is coming up.
I also think it was very smart to include it's smart to include Supergirl in the film and not as a post-credit scene.
And Guy Gardner too. And Guy Gardner. Because
absolutely.
He's in Lanterns.
Well,
that's perfect.
Right.
You know what I mean?
He's in Peacemaker too. Hawkgirl and Guy Gardner in Peacemaker, and Maxwell Lord.
Yes, that was a cool.
Everyone
laughed at Sean Gunn just appearing in that. That was great.
Yes, that was awesome.
Yeah.
So
one thing I will say
in terms of the other movies, you know, and as you said, the shows and being a big continuity, it's a very exciting prospect. But the only thing I fear is we've seen what kind of happened with Marvel now in the last 4 years, where, you know, people did tune in initially for WandaVision, for Loki, Falcon Winter Soldier, and like the first initial couple 2 years. But then now, I mean, you look at the last 2 years, how many people like have seen Ironheart? How many people have seen Secret Invasion? How many people have seen
I did,
right? So, you know, I don't want DC to end up in a kind of a bad pit there where they kind of over exhaust themselves with projects that kind of dilutes the brand, as what kind of happened with Marvel. Because it's a very exciting prospect to have lots of projects build a big universe, but you want to make sure that people remain engaged and that they do want to they don't feel like they have to watch everything, which I know James Gunn has very much stressed and emphasized that that's not his intention. His intention, although to have a shared universe, is not to watch every single project. You can pick up whatever you want and enjoy it as a singular project. But you know, it's just a big thing overall and especially in terms of actual box office growth for future films, just to ensure that, you know, they do watch what they're putting out, that it doesn't dilute their brand, you know.
Absolutely. Yeah. It got to the point for Marvel where, like, right after, and I feel like COVID was more of the issue there, because like because I know with 2020 there were so many things playing. Like I know Black Widow was originally supposed to come out in 2020, and then by the time you got to 2021 and then 22 especially, like they just kept pouring in all these shows. Like I have the MCU up here. It's like you had WandaVision was good, Falcon Winter Soldier was okay, Loki was great, Black Widow was Shang-Chi was good, Eternals fell off again, No Way Home great, Moon Knight was also good, I liked it, Multiverse of Madness. So like just from 2021 to 2022 you had like this kind of oversaturation of shows and movies, and while they kind of like intertwined with each other, like I know Valentina showed up at Black Widow's post-credit scene, like where you have some of those points, and then like some things like Eternals didn't even, like there wasn't even any reference of them until which Brave New World's down here. I've not been able to place it yet, but just like some things that are just feel like they're getting either left behind, or like it's just being so diluted so much do forget where you're leading.
I mean, I would say James Gunn did comment on this too. He did acknowledge the big difference between DC Studios versus Marvel and Disney, where, you know, Marvel, Kevin Feige has always had to kind of, he's ran Marvel, but he's always had to kind of also report to the executives, and sometimes the executives will kind of oversee things. And when Chapek was running things, Bob Chapek at Disney, he was pushing out all the stuff in a very, very fast manner, whereas DC Studios, they don't have that. Like, of course, Warner Brothers owns DC as well, but as we saw at the start of Superman, there's no Warner Brothers logo there, right?
It's its own, like they are.
But I like that.
But this is a DC Studios thing, so James has control.
It's kind of full
control.
control.
Yeah, he has full control on it. But at the same time, it's just, you know, his vision. It's very, very great and it's very promising. But you just don't want it to be where some of these projects don't reach the height where they should, you know, which I have faith in them. But at the same time, what I have faith in is the projects. I don't have faith in the audiences showing up, you know, because as we see, like the audiences these days, it's very 50-50, right? So
it's like it's kind of like what they said in Field of Dreams. If you build it, they will come.
They will come.
Like
Yeah.
with like obviously I know, like I said a minute ago, Superman
Yeah.
will create box office, but like
Yeah.
you get the buzz out that like, hey, this was really good. Let's
Yeah.
bring my family and friends and let's
Right,
experience
right.
this together. Like
Yeah.
get the word out and like allow people to see.
Yeah.
And that goes into like an argument that I have that like cinema is just feels like it's dying too.
Right.
Like there aren't enough people going to see movies, and like
I
if
mean,
they are, they're only
Thunderbolts,
seeing
with the way
IP-based
Thunderbolts
stuff.
happened, Thunderbolts is a really good reflection of, you know, just the fact that good word of mouth doesn't necessarily mean that more people will go out and see it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
Right.
it was like, what happened with that movie? I was shocked. Like, I saw all
What
the
was
rankings of the
Thunderbolts'
Marvel
final
box
box
office in
office?
last phase.
I
Like
think
phase
it was
phase 5, and Thunderbolts is last. Oh, well, I just
under
know
400?
the Marvels is last,
Yeah.
but
I
Thunderbolts is
think it was
second.
under
last, so.
400, right? Was it like 300?
Oh,
something
335 or 350.
Yeah,
really,
it was
really low.
crazy. Which I mean, I
Yeah.
only saw Thunderbolts once, and for what it
Okay.
was, I liked it.
Me too.
But
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like watching it. I was like, I don't
Yeah.
think this is going to generate the box office that Marvel
Yeah.
no.
should be getting,
Right.
Like,
or
I liked
needs
it,
to be
but
getting.
I didn't love it as much as I thought it would. Again, I still enjoyed it. I still liked the film, and I would rewatch it. It's a rewatchable, fun time. You know what I mean? But
Yeah. Now,
it was overhyped in my opinion, and I
yeah.
semi disappointed in a way. But I mean,
Now, I
you know.
will say too, with 2025, and I know I mentioned Brave New World a minute ago. Like,
Which I liked it. I liked Brave New World. I liked it more than Thunderbolts, in my opinion.
I
but,
thought it was okay. I like Thunderbolts more.
okay,
But I feel
think
like
that's the
so many
general
people
consensus,
were.
right?
What is it?
I think that's the general consensus, right? Like more people like Thunderbolts than
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
and
Yeah.
just
World.
with
Yeah.
Captain America, and I know, like I said a minute ago, I buy everything on 4K and keep Marvel and DC up to date. So that's why
Right.
I have this, even though I didn't like it that much.
Yeah.
I just feel like people just kind of shot Captain America down, like didn't really give it a chance. It's just like I don't want DC to get to that level where
Right.
you're at least not giving these movies, because I
Right.
used to watch the trailers for Captain America and I was like, I'll see it. Am I gonna like
right.
it? I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
I thought it was okay. So yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like, are you gonna drum up like enough attention, or like just be able to like get the word out there and be able to make a good quality project? I think
Yeah.
it's
Right.
just, it's something that I feel like James Gunn is able to do because he's very reputable with Guardians trilogy, Suicide Squad, and now Superman. It's
Right.
yeah, it's just like I said, I just don't want DC to get to that level where people are just hopping in wherever they want to. Like it
Yeah.
should be a kind of continuous journey that you did see
Right.
with Marvel for the first 10
Yeah.
years.
Yeah, at least, right? Yeah.
What messed up Brave New World was hearing about the reshoots and tests. Yeah, it's
Very true. Very true.
there were a lot of
Very true.
scenes too, which I don't want to get off topic here, but there were just a lot of elements that didn't feel like Captain America to me, at least not to me, and especially where this was really Anthony Mackie's first test at Captain America, because you didn't see him become Captain America until the end of Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Right.
So it was some big shoes to fill. I mean, Chris Evans playing that character for 10 years, you have big shoes to fill. And I know obviously that's continuity with the comics as well, but it's just, it had big stakes, and I just feel like it didn't pull it off the best way it could.
Yeah. Going back to Superman real quick, I had something else I wanted to tell y'all too. This line really, really stuck with me, and I don't know why, but when this line was said in the film, I was like, "Oh, that has like that line of dialogue has like a sense of like epicness to it, and like it feels like it has stakes." So it's when after the battle, there's that shot of Rick Flag and that other guy when they're sitting in that office.
Yeah.
He tells Rick Flag, and he tells him, he's like, I hope you're okay, or something like this. I might be wording it wrong, but he's like, I hope you're all right with the metahumans now because they're making the rules now. And
They're
I was
making
like,
the rules.
whoa. I was like, okay, I love that. I love that line. So I don't know why, but it just really stuck with me. And again,
it did for me too. Yeah.
Stakes and epicness to it. And I was like,
I like that. I like the shot of it at Rick Flag, and you can kind of see like he's
can see,
it doesn't sit well with him,
He did not at all. And I'm like, Peacemaker on the TV. Peacemaker on
Right,
the TV.
that was hilarious.
Everybody got a
hilarious.
kick out of that. Everybody.
The IMAX audience erupted in laughter.
I didn't expect that.
Definitely.
I didn't expect it to show
it
up,
was
but
like that.
Oh,
that
gosh.
is the kind of cameo that like I feel like we've been missing from
Yeah.
like, Marvel and DC
Right.
movies. Like
It's
that's how
perfect.
you
It's
do
perfect, you
a
know?
reveal, just like a quick
Yeah.
flash,
And
like, not
honestly-
even like a camera movement. Just do another
Right.
shot and show.
And
considering
that's
he's
the
just
thing. The way that it was shot, I could honestly tell that someone big was going to appear because they kind of
Right.
it's just something like a kind of that I've seen in other movies
Exactly.
where like
exactly.
they hold it on the reporter or on the news guy for a long time, the interviewer, and then they just cut to the
Reveal.
big
Right,
reveal
right.
of who actually is being
Yeah.
interviewed.
It was
So
so
that was
funny
hilarious.
because like when you hear him, but you don't see him on the TV anymore, and
Yeah.
Superman is sitting down, and you just
Yeah.
hear him talk, and he's like, "Oh, they don't like me because they think I'm like more jacked than they are." And I thought,
Yeah, even
that
my
was
dad-
hilarious.
Even my
man.
dad,
I
he
thought
got a
was
kick out of
hilarious.
that, and I just
It
leaned
was
over and
great.
told him. So like I just said like so like because James Gunn made the Suicide Squad, he's kind
Right.
of tying that still in, even though it's different universes. He's like, oh
Right,
yeah, I
right,
got that.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I think audiences kind of get that idea still too.
Right,
so-
right.
Yeah,
Yeah, there were
Yeah.
so many good like just line deliveries, like what you said with Rick Flag. The
yeah,
metahumans are ruling the world now,
I
or like
love that
controlling
line.
this
So
country.
right.
There were so many great delivery, and that's one of my favorite things about movies is that like there are so many amazing line deliveries.
Oh,
and I feel like there
Yeah.
were so many in Superman. Like I love when Superman confronted Lex over Crypto, and he was
Oh,
just like,
yeah,
"Where's
yeah,
the dog?"
Yeah.
I absolutely love that. It's
Like
just-
I went to go see it. So when I saw it last night again, man, I had the biggest grin on my face the whole entire time. And the ending, towards the end where after the battle, they all get back into Metropolis. They're on the street, and Lois turns around and he's Superman or Clark's behind her, and he's like, "I thought we might do an interview." And they fly up and they have like the kissing moment. Dude,
I
it
will
was
say,
like,
the
man,
romance
it's
aspect of it,
so good.
Lois and Clark was such a major highlight. And again, as I said about seeing Clark individually, I wanted to see more of Clark and Lois together.
Me too.
Because we had some great scenes together in the first act.
Right.
And then we don't see them again till the very end of the film.
Right.
So I really, really look forward to seeing more of them because obviously throughout the whole promotional press of this movie and then everything, you see the chemistry that Rachel and David have, and it's fire, man. I mean, they're great. And
Rachel was the perfect Lois Lane.
Hands down.
So good.
Yeah.
I know like my friend Brutal Vengeance, who I don't know if I've seen him in the chat yet or not, but I don't know if he's watching, but yeah, he and I were talking, and the couple years back in 2023, whenever like they were first doing the casting, like they announced like they were testing three couples, like it was David and some woman, Rachel and some guy, and then like two, and then like a random guy and a girl. And I texted him and I was like, I don't really like the setup of some of these, like. How crazy would it be if they put David and Rachel up against each other and they got it? And then like 2 days later, they said, "Oh, David Cornsweet and Rachel Brosnahan are Clark and Lois," and I'm like, "Yes,
crazy."
It was incredible.
Oh, it's perfect. They did phenomenal casting, and I really admire that James went out and got people who not only look the role, but are perfect for it in terms of acting. And because he was asked, he's like, "You didn't go and get big names," and he's like, "No, I didn't need to." It's like that's what they need to be doing, right?
That's what I know. That was another thing I had in my like DCU plot, or not plot points, but like news like bulletins that I've kept track of. Like I know that is the vision moving forward. Like they got Millie Alcock, who has only been in that I know of House of the Dragon, and then there was a Netflix thing, Sirens. She was in Sirens for Netflix a few months ago, and I'm like,
I've heard of that. I feel like I've heard of that.
I've seen clips of it on my like Instagram For You page. Jimmy Olsen's casting.
Yes. Oh gosh.
Yes.
Jimmy
Olsen.
Oh man. As soon as he was cast, I knew he would be so perfect for it. I've seen him, and his scenes in this film, which I'm happy he had a good standout, role in it. He was totally reminding me of some of his previous roles. The casting for the movie was good, but the country accent for Clark's parents was
so.
I love his parents.
I have to say
they were great.
They were good. They were great, but the accent,
I have to say those Neva Howe and Pruitt Taylor Vince are my favorite Ma and Pa to
Oh,
death.
they were so
It's-
great, man.
So
They were
because
great.
and just like kind of give some of my like personal background here. I grew up in an area where a lot of people, like, I'm not from Kansas or like out like on a farm or whatever, but I'm from an area of the United States where a lot of people do talk like that, and they're just they're just good down to earth people, good good heart people, and including a lot of my family that like do live out in the country. Seeing that kind of interpretation for Ma and Pa was
perfect.
beautiful.
It was perfect.
I thought it was absolutely
perfect.
beautiful. And especially, and the scene that got me to tear up was when they got Superman home after he had escaped the Pocket Universe and he was dealing with the kryptonite poisoning. When Ma and Pa were tucking him in, and Pa just looks up at Lois and he's like, "Is our boy gonna be okay?" And just that whole sequence of like them tucking him into bed, and Ma's like, so "You'll have to mind old John. He's a mush for our Clark." And I'm just like, that's the spirit of Superman. Like like he obviously didn't, and I know we discussed this earlier, like he obviously didn't know his Kryptonian parents and like wasn't familiar with his heritage, with what his parents wanted him to do, but the upbringing he has and the upbringing that all of us have has the impact. I mean, exactly what Pa Kent said, your choices and your actions and like all of that make you who you are. So, I mean, definitely for a lot of people, like, I know I was seeing a bunch of comments. I mean, I won't really call them like dirty comments because there weren't like that many of them. And it wasn't like really like attacking Neva and Pruitt for the performances, but just people saying that they were just coming across as like dumb country folk, like whatever you want to call it. It's like from where I'm from and like how I was raised, the people I was raised around, I don't see that at all. I mean, those are just, to me, those are ordinary everyday people, and it's just like I said, my favorite interpretation of Ma and Pa today. And I even Neva Howe on Twitter the other day like was saying something about it, and I kind of like unloaded my heart to her. I was like, you guys did an amazing job. And I kind of like briefly gave her the background. I was like, I grew up in an area where people talk like this and are caring for their neighbor like that. And just, it was beautiful. Mr. Terrific was a complete perfection. Absolutely. Like I said, I liked him. Definitely. I liked him a lot more than I did going into the movie. So he was.
I have been listening to that song. What's it called? 5 years later. I have heard
5 years time. I think
5 years time.
Something like that. 5 years time.
I have been listening to that song, and I'm a punk rocker. Yes, I am. I think by Iggy Pops, I think, or something like that. I've been listening to those two songs nonstop, dude. Like that's the other thing that James Gunn is so good at, is introducing us to songs that we've never heard before and being hooked on them, dude. Like, I've been listening to them nonstop, man. Like, it's
the
just,
hype,
it's
the hype that builds around certain events and the songs that are used to like kind of promote that. I do have that effect, or like I do recognize that effect, and the effect it has on me, because like when I saw Superman the Tuesday night early access IMAX, next Wednesday, punk rocker was all I had listening in my car at
so
work.
Great, man.
It was so great.
It's
and
great.
But yeah, like with media, that is one of my favorite things. It's like it gets you hooked on old songs. Not to get off topic again, but like my favorite instance was the first GTA 6 trailer. Like I obviously listened to Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers a lot. Love is a Long Road is now been on rotation more than it has been, just because GTA 6 is like another hyped up project. And so yeah, punk rocker and 5 years time, the way and I hope that's used more throughout the DCU, like especially with Supergirl being the party girl that we now see her, that she is, with her stumbling and drunk. Like see her partying on planets without a red sun, like just to, I don't know, just some kind of weird like EDM to allow the audiences to like get to like find that band or that artist, whatever they want to do, just like draw more people to that kind of music. I mean, I think that's a great take, and I think that's something that James Gunn's been able to cultivate really well.
Definitely. I will say too, like about Pa and Ma Kent, I actually didn't know this either, that there are some comics where Pa lives. Like I was shocked. Like I was like, wait, he's still alive? I thought the scenes in the trailer with him were going to be flashbacks, because I'm like, I've only ever known that just like Uncle Ben, he dies and then he goes out and becomes Superman. So I'm like, oh, he's alive and looks good. So I totally didn't know that there were some storylines that did that.
Curious on future for Ultraman as well. Would they end up doing a live action of Crisis?
I
yeah, that would
personally,
be-
I think that
I don't
would
think
be.
Ultraman's dead. I don't think he's dead. I know he went in the black hole. I know we saw him go in the black hole in the film.
Right.
I think they're gonna. Maybe it's Bizarro. I don't know. I mean, it's possible it'll be Bizarro, but
But
I
a
don't-
live action
know.
Crisis on Infinite Earths, or on 2 Earths, yeah, no, that's definitely something that I think would be like their
it's
kind
in the
of
cards.
Infinity
It's
War
That would-
Endgames type of movie, right? Like
Right,
way down, like in the next.
That's the kind of thing that would draw an audience. Yes.
Yeah,
I feel like
yeah.
that because I mean I feel like enough people would know, or at least in my mind,
Right.
I would hope enough people know that like to DC that is your Infinity War, that is
Yeah.
your Endgame, your Secret Wars, your Doomsday,
Yeah.
whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Like that, I feel like that could be like I know people are right now are talking Justice League and like all that. Like
Right.
what are these going to build up to? And it's
which
like
apparently a Justice League film's already in the works. Apparently, like
yes,
Yeah, that's
which
crazy.
that would-
apparently
Yeah,
already. I'm
that's
like,
but I
something.
know, but that I mean, we probably won't see
wait.
that until after
Oh, yeah.
Wonder
It's
Woman.
gonna be-
That's probably going to
Yeah.
be another 5 years.
I'd say that's at least another.
we have
7
they have like a
years.
10-year
Yeah.
plan, right? They have a 10-year plan.
They have a
right?
10-year
Right.
plan.
So
Yeah.
technically,
Yeah.
that would be what it was 2025. So technically, Creature Commandos was 2024, but it came into 2025. But
Right.
so
I
that'll
would
be
say that they're
what?
probably
2034.
they're probably developing up until the mid
2035,
2030s.
yeah.
Yeah,
I would
Yeah.
say
yeah.
I don't. Well, and that's just that too. I think is only chapter 1 because like
Yes.
we've not heard anything about chapter 2. So it's
Oh
like
yeah, yeah.
what kind of scale could they be built? Like if they
Yeah.
want to do it in phases of 3.
Yeah.
Like
Right,
how Marvel
right.
did it, like
Right.
what could they be building up to a
Yeah.
chapter at the end of chapter 3 in
Yeah.
Yeah.
20 or 30 years?
Right.
That's
Right.
your Crisis on Infinite Earth.
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so excited about what they're gonna do with Batman in this universe. I mean,
Oh,
him
me too,
and
me too.
Superman. I want to see, the type of good Justice League kind of world's finest relationship between Batman and Superman. I want them joking
Dude.
around, Clark teasing Batman, shouldering him,
Absolutely.
hey Bruce, just lighten up kind of stuff, and he's just like, I want
Or
to
maybe,
see
or
that.
maybe
I
have
want
them
to
to
see
do
that.
like you can't really do it now because it's been done between Mr. Terrific and Superman, but like have a moment
Right.
where
Yeah.
where Batman's just like be like, Superman, stop messing around. And
Yeah,
he's like,
yeah.
I'm not messing around. I'm doing important stuff, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I did.
yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I mentioned this to Hayden a few times, but Raza, who is your fan cast for a DCU Batman? Like, who would you
Right.
want to play?
Right.
Batman and
I mean,
DC.
I don't actually know. I know the actor's face in my head, and I like him. He was one of, I don't know his name, but he was going around recently.
Brandon Skelmer?
The big rumor. Sorry, who?
Brandon Sklenar?
Yeah, I think that's who it
Brandon
was. Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
So, he's got the look. I've not seen him in
Dude,
anything.
like,
I
that
don't
would
believe.
be perfect.
Yeah, but he's got the
Yeah.
look. He's got the physique, definitely, and
He's got the voice.
now
Yes.
the voice. Now the most important thing, as James has found with David and everyone else, is that can they really embody that character, right?
So
'Cause
he-
we want
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
We want to just look at them and see, yeah, that's Bruce Wayne. Yeah, that's
So
Batman,
he's
right?
coming up in a way, and I know there's also been that Alan Richardson, or maybe
Oh,
Alan
yeah.
Richardson.
Now that would be. I
Now-
would also. He's
That would be great.
ginormous, right?
I've not looked into him too much because
Yeah.
me and Brutal Vengeance have been hyping up Brandon Sklenar, both of them.
Right.
Oh, that's
He was
right.
in
He
Drop
was
pretty
in
good.
Drop.
I signed
That's
to see him
right.
more.
That's right. That's
Yes,
right.
he was in Drop, and then he
He
was
was in
also in
Drop, yeah.
1923. So
Ah,
kind of like
okay.
Oh, he
kind of
would be-
similar
oh,
to
man.
Millie.
He would be a great Wolverine. I never thought about that. I never
Okay.
thought about that at all.
He would
Yeah,
be a
that
good
would,
Wolverine.
he would be
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
Yeah, kind of similar to
Dude,
how
great.
Millie is,
Right.
with Millie only being in 2 projects so far. Like Millie was in Sirens and House of the Dragon. Brandon's only been in 1923 and Drop that I know. How do you guys feel on Clayface being a complete rated R horror movie? That honestly sounds intriguing because I know the Joker being rated R. I like it.
I love it.
think
I love
it, yeah.
Clayface
I'm
is going to be
so
good.
down
I know
for it.
Tom Rhys
Yeah.
Davies is already been cast, and I think he's going to be good.
Yeah.
And I believe
Oh,
you
yeah.
mentioned this last time, Raza, but they are taking inspiration
Inspiration from the Batman the Animated Series episodes. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
They do
Gotcha,
that.
gotcha,
I think
okay.
Clayface will be great.
Yeah.
Maybe,
And it's a
and
Mike
maybe-
Flanagan script, isn't it?
It is, yes.
That's what gets me excited. It's a Mike Flanagan
Yes,
script. and
Mike-
James Watkins
Flanagan is
directing it, right?
writing it.
He did
I-
Speak No Evil. Yeah,
I know
he's
Mike
writing it,
Flanagan's
yeah.
writing it. I can't remember if he's directing it. I don't think he's directing, but I know he is attached to it somehow, like writing probably. But yeah, Clayface.
Well, yeah,
I'm
so
very
he's
excited.
writing it,
They
and
recreate the Feet of Clay episode from BT.
Yes, that's the
Yes.
episode.
Yes.
The Feet of Clay episode. Yeah. Now,
Yes.
they can definitely do that. They can definitely do it. I know I was talking with my friend though again about the aspect of Batman not being part of it. That's the only thing. It's gonna kind of be like the Sony movies where it's a kind of an individual villain project. But I would like to see a Mr. Freeze solo movie. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of more villain solo movies. I would like to see Batman with them, if you know what I mean. But
yeah.
It would be interesting.
Yeah, it would be interesting for Mr. Freeze. I mean, I know they'll incorporate him at some point, but maybe. But yeah, definitely as far as Clayface goes, I think it will be good. But getting back to Brandon Scanara's Batman, I know, like I said, Millie Alcock's only been in House of the Dragon and Sirens that I know of. Brandon's only been in 1923 and Drop that I know of. So if they're wanting to continue the approach of getting relatively unknown people for these roles, and I know I've not heard the name Alan
Which
Ritchson
I'm okay with that. I think that's cool. I think that's cool.
Yeah, I think it's awesome, and that's kind of what they're doing. And that kind of seems to be the pattern with people. Like you saw the other day, Legend of Zelda, that I don't know who either of those people are for Zelda and Link, but I think that is a good cast.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's how I think everything needs to be done. Well, not everything, but like just to set up stakes for like if you think continuity is going to be a factor in the future, like
and not to get too off topic, but I mean that's kind of my big critique about the casting for Mr. Fantastic right now with how they just use Pedro Pascal. I'm still me and my friend were talking about it too, and we're like we're one of those people where we're just not too pleased that he's in the role, and I hope he does great. You know, obviously I hope he does great. It's just you don't look at him and see he's Reed Richards. So I just feel like if they got.
It's going to take a strong performance for me to be able to warm up to him.
Yeah,
I mean it's only next week. It's hard to believe that we've gotten Superman and last week, and now we're getting Fantastic Four next week. So it's definitely something we'll have to see. But definitely interesting for Pedro Pascal. I hope that I mean that's all I can really say is that I hope he is good.
I do have to unfortunately leave now, but I really enjoyed this hour and 25 minutes with you guys.
Yeah.
So you guys please continue on if you want, but I unfortunately have to cut it short now. So
okay,
no worries, man. No worries. I'm glad you got to join, man. I'm glad you got to join.
Me too, man. Me too. So I'll definitely tune in.
Again, y'all go subscribe to Raza, man. Go subscribe.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, thanks, guys.
All right.
Absolutely. It's good to see you, man. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Good to see you guys.
All righty,
but said he had to leave.
I know. I was hoping that we'd have like another 3 or 4 hour chat. Like
I know, man. I know.
It's I mean, it is, and I know I mentioned it to you guys last time. Like, it is so fun being able to discuss these topics with you guys.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
Like a few weeks ago when we did it, 3.5 hours felt like it was nothing. Like,
I know
it doesn't even feel now like
you know what I mean.
I know.
We were so into what we were talking about. It was great.
Yeah.
It was great.
I'm really excited to see Jason Momoa as Lobo. He should have been cast that since the beginning.
You have no idea. You have no idea. I cannot. I can't wait. I cannot wait, dude. I cannot wait.
I know we've only seen like the amateur like set pictures of him so far, but I am very hopeful.
That's right.
And even like the day that James Gunn said like, I texted Jason and I was like, you're Lobo. Like, you don't have anything to worry about. It's like, that's crazy. Imagine how Doctor Strange is going to feel when he sees Pascal's Mr. Fantastic. It definitely
interesting. Yeah. It'll be interesting. This is what the issue with fans. Imagine. Hold on.
Written in our head, are you sure that's how the director wrote the character? Maybe Pedro was the perfect fit. Yeah, it definitely is something I feel like you would have to you have to see first. Like, you have to see if it goes along with Matt Shackman's vision with I forget who's writing Fantastic Four, but you have to see how they're able to
there we go.
Conform to the movie. So I do understand that point, but I know people have been just going off about not wanting Pedro, but I do see that point. I'm going to give him the chance, and I'm going to let him see how he blends into the movie and how he's able to conduct himself as his character. Bro, Superman disappointed me.
Sorry, man. Sorry, man. What did you, Josiah? What did you not like about it, man? What did you not like about it?
Are there? I know I've seen like different comments pop up. Have we hit like every comment that's popped
So
up?
there's a lot up here we didn't get to, but I would say we can try to go
Superman
back.
was
to
awesome. Can't wait for Supergirl in 2026. I agree,
Me too.
Luke.
Me too.
I agree very
It's
much.
my most anticipated for 2026 right now. Most anticipated movie?
It is for me right now. It was
right now. It is. But
originally it was Spider-Man for me, but now after
okay.
seeing Millie and after seeing Millie show up, I'm like, yeah, Supergirl's my favorite. I think by the time we get introduced to Aquaman in this universe, he's going to be already missing his eye, and he's going to have the hook.
Be interesting. That would be interesting.
Definitely, yeah, that'd be an interesting.
It's going to be a while. It's going to be a while, but yeah. Let's see. I don't think people are mad at Pedro himself. It's more the casting of Pedro because we have seen him so much, and I think,
I do have to.
And I'm getting to the point where, I'm getting to the point where I'm like, why does he have to be in everything? You know what I mean?
Right.
But,
it's like I
he's
know
a good
he's
actor, but
like I know he's in something else that released this week. It's I think he's in that Eddington. Yeah, it's
I think Robert went to go see it from Cinemax. He went to go see it. So y'all go subscribe to his channel, by the way, y'all. Makes good reviews and all that. So I have not seen it though. I have not, but
I've not seen it. I'm gonna wait until other people like just share their thoughts on it because I know it's A24 and I talked last time about how A24 movies I usually say like, okay, it's gonna be good, but a lot of people like early reactions were just like, I don't know about this one, so I'm interested to see how it pulls off. I know Alan was just going to pull off Batman.
Absolutely.
Do you think he can have the charisma as a Bruce?
Oh, absolutely.
He could.
Man.
I mean, anyone could have the charisma as Bruce. To be honest, when Robert Pattinson was cast, I didn't really think he was going to pull off charisma as Bruce that much. Like I saw, like with Robert Pattinson, I saw him more as Edward the Vampire. Like as a lot of people I think did, but now that I've seen the movie multiple times, I think he is a great Batman and he is a great Bruce. I will say with Alan Richardson, I've not seen him or like know of him enough to where I can make that much of an opinion yet. Just because like I said, my friend and I have been hyping up Brandon Sclenar to each other. I feel like that's the one. It's Astra's most straightforward movie. It's a blast if you want PTSD of 2020.
Gotcha, man. Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's I will say.
We'll see, man.
Yeah. I will say, like, I don't have PTSD from that era, but at the same time, it's like it was probably the most interesting year of our lives.
It was.
For one reason or another. So, I mean, I don't know. It's got. There was another movie that came out not too long ago, or maybe it was right when COVID started. Or I know I keep saying COVID and all that, and like people get like shadow banned or whatnot for using words like that, but. I just don't know.
That's right. He was Aquaman in.
I was Aquaman in Small.
Yeah, he was.
Okay,
yeah. I think so. Right? Yeah. Something like that. But
yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But what were you saying about that? I didn't mean to interrupt. My bad.
Anyway, yeah, like definitely from that era, it's weird. I just don't want people to like make movies about that era just to like be grabbing a paycheck because I know and like not politics or anything like that. But I know that era was hard on a lot of people. Right. So it's just. I don't know. I may give it a shot. I may not. It's just, I don't know.
Yeah. I will say, though, in Superman, I think it's actually my favorite scene. My favorite scene is the interview scene, man. I was watching it, and I was like, it's Clark Kent. That's Clark Kent. Man.
It was incredible. So good. My only critique of it, though, was that they did not use the take of David leaning in and saying Miss Lane. That was my because when I saw the official trailer that came out in May, that was my favorite like thing I'd seen yet because I was like, and I kind of like similar to how I was talking about. I wanted to see Superman doing as small of a deed as like saving a cat or a dog or whatever, and he saves slow. I was like, I want to be able to see because I think of the scene in 1978 Superman where Lois leaves the room and then you instantly see his shoulders perk up. And
I love that so much, dude. I love that.
I kept thinking to myself and like just saying to myself, I was like, I want to see what David's transformation looks like. And that Miss Lane.
I'm glad you actually liked it, Josiah. But
I'm just kidding. Goated 5 out of 5. Okay, yes. That's the correct answer.
That's the correct answer.
I know Supergirl would be better though based on the comic alone. Yes. I know I mentioned that to you beforehand. I do need to get into the comic. I have it here with me. I need to read Woman of Tomorrow just to get into it. But for me, when I look at that scene through the context of the trailer only, I think Clark is not upset at Lois. He's more upset at the people that are saying this, but he understands Lois is doing it. Yeah, I mean,
it's a good point.
And that is Lois's character. I mean, she's going to get down to the bottom of whatever she's wanting to report on. Yeah, I just feel like that's her character, and it's not really. And that did kind of play an interesting dynamic in their relationship too, because it took, like you heard Lois say, like she's not that good at relationships, and then
that hurt too, man. When she said that, I was like, especially when I saw it last night, I was like, oh, dude.
And
that's such a gut-wrenching line, man. But it was a good line.
But you do see, like, in each act of the movie, it kind of like starts to resolve itself. Like it's like, oh, I'm not that good at relationships. Then they have the meeting before he turns himself in and goes into the Pocket universe, where it's like, I love you, Lois, and then the kiss at the end where
she says it to him, and I'm like, dude, that's
it's
so
definitely
horrible.
One of those kind of like a full circle moment where it's like you get every kind of emotion that
exactly,
and that is like an interesting thing I noticed too. Like talking about full circle moments, the movie starts with him beaten and battered and damaged, and by the end he's smiling. It's just it's such a beautiful film. I can't talk about it enough.
Dude, it's amazing.
Crazy.
And the thing is too, like I think David Cornsweet is awesome as Superman, and I think he's great as Clark Kent. But the interview scene, I have to say, the interview scene is my favorite scene, right? While he's a great Superman, honestly, I think he's a better Clark Kent. I think he's a better Clark Kent. Like, he's a great Superman. He's great as Superman.
Right.
Obviously, but when I was watching that interview scene, I was like, this dude is Clark Kent ripped straight out of a comic book. Like, I was just the way he was moving and walking and talking, his line delivery, just his stance, his posture, everything about him. I was just like,
it felt more of like a Christopher Reeve type Clark Kent.
Exactly.
We didn't see enough Clark Kent. I fully agree.
I know, man. I agree.
Yeah, and it just the way he conducted himself as Clark was one of my favorite things. And even the first set pictures that came out of him with like the curly
and when he's walking the Daily Planet and he's like very awkward and very just like very shy. Well, not shy. Shy is not the right word to use. Not shy. But he's very awkward. But the interview scene, he's just like you said earlier, the Christopher Reeve, like the shoulder thing. You know, but like that's he didn't do the shoulder thing, obviously, but like that's literally. I'm telling you, man, this dude. He can lead a freaking team. He's going to lead the Justice League team. And it's going to be fun to watch. Perfect. It is going to be ripped straight out of a comic book, and I cannot wait. We have to wait till like probably 2035 or 2034, but I can wait that long. I can wait that long.
It will be worth the wait. And I mean, who's to say he's not going to be utilized before then? Because I know James Gunn was saying, in the interview today, he was saying that he's already working on the next Superman focused project. But I'm excited to see what he does. Now, I don't know if they're going to be doing a lot of stuff at Comic-Con next week. I know they said DC Studios is having a panel.
Already next week?
It is, yeah.
It is next week. Okay, man,
Now I know Marvel's not having a panel because
they're not, right? They're not having a panel. Okay.
No, because by the time Saturday evening comes around, most everyone will have seen Fantastic Four, and then they've got nothing until
it's very possible
brand new day.
And if it's a team up, which I don't know if it'll be a team up though. If it is, that's so cool. I'm totally down for that. But
there were three possibilities that I had written down. People were thinking it's either a direct Superman 2, like a direct sequel,
it's possible.
World's Finest, which we were kind of ruling out, and then either a Superman or a Supergirl. I think any of them could work, and I'm interested to see how they're able to make it work.
Which is not a BVS, I don't think. James
not a BVS. That was confirmed.
He says not World's Finest, which I'm kind of disappointed about, but maybe down the line. You know, we don't need another Batman versus Superman. I'm sorry,
we do not. No,
we don't, man. Like we don't need it at all. And if that is the case, if that is what it is, way too early. Way too early. And I want a World's Finest. I would love a World's Finest. And again,
World's Finest.
But I feel like it's too early to do that too. You know what I mean? I feel like it's kind of.
I feel like World's Finest is going to be on the radar for Gunn and Safran to do.
Right.
Just the timing of it is going to be critical. Like how early is too early, and then how late is going to be too late. I've said this from the beginning. This Superman was influenced by All-Star, Superman for All Season, and a little bit of New 52.
New 52 as well. New 52.
Yes.
Yep.
But yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I have All-Star Superman right here, and then I know Kingdom Come was referenced a little bit. I think maybe that was just like the crest. It's the Kingdom Come crest in
Right.
your typical Superman color palette. But what are
I'll
your
let you go
Justice League
first, man.
fan
You
caps?
say yours first.
Ooh,
it's difficult. I have
so I've not
in mind, but
I've not really thought about fan cast that much, but
I
other
have,
than
dude,
Batman,
like nonstop, man.
like my fan cast for Batman, I've said it before, it's Brandon Sklar. I think that he's got the charisma and the build and the voice for it.
Right.
Wonder Woman.
It's
I
a
know
hard
the
one.
name.
That's a very difficult one.
So they were tossing around. I forget the actress's name, but it was like
she's in Andor.
Adria Arjona.
Yeah.
That sound right?
Andor and
that
a lot of other things.
I think
she would be great. I think she would be great. It's a very difficult character to cast. I think very difficult, but she would be great. I think, and I know her and James Gunn are friends. I think because they did a movie together a while back or something like that.
Yeah, and Brandon, that's what I was getting ready to say too. I forgot to mention this during like my talks about Brandon Sklar, but I think James Gunn has seen 1923, which he was in this most recent season. Adria Arjona, yeah. So I think James Gunn did watch 1923. Brandon Sklar is on his radar, and I guess he's confirmed this through Twitter or Threads or whatever social media he's using. But yeah, I hope that Brandon Sklar is Batman.
That would be cool, man.
So other than really Batman and Wonder Woman, I've not given fan cast that much thought. I'm more so of a person like and
Morbius.
I just had Morbius a second ago. Was she in Morbius?
Oh yeah. That's right. She was in Morbius. That's right.
Was in Morbius. Yes.
I forgot about that.
That is crazy. I did not know.
She's in a film, I think, with I started watching it a couple months ago on Netflix, but I didn't finish it. It came out like a couple years ago. I think it was like maybe a straight to streaming film. It's with Jason Momoa and Isabella Merced and let's see. I already forgot her. Adria. I almost called her something else, but Adria. It's called Sweet Girl. It's not very good. I didn't finish it, but she was in that too. But that's right. She was a lead in Morbius. I don't know how. See, that's why that movie's not that memorable, even though it's just dumb fun. You know what I mean? But that's
I saw it twice in theaters. I saw it once, like on the Thursday night, like opening night, just to, like see how crazy the movie was, and then I saw it a few nights later with my friends just to laugh at it, and I was like, "This is crazy." What are your guys' opinions on Alexander Sir? Ooh.
Oh, he meant Batman Bruce. I will say, Alexander Skarsgård, I want him as Aquaman.
Yes.
He would be the perfect Aquaman. I'm telling you, he has the build. He has the face and dude. I want him as Aquaman so bad. He's a good actor too. He's a great actor. I think he would be.
Yeah, absolutely.
He'd be a great Aquaman. I really think he would be, but we'll just have to see, man. But as Batman,
now, I will say I get some of the Skarsgård brothers like confused. Like he was the one that was in Legend of Tarzan, right? Because I know Bill is Pennywise.
Yeah, that was him. Yeah, that was him. Yeah.
I was gonna say I had Legend of Tarzan up here a minute ago, or I mean, I guess it's still here, but I was like gonna try and find it, like to refamiliarize myself. Who do you guys want to play, Marsha? Ooh, Hayden, I know you've mentioned this a few times. I'll let you take this one first.
Wait, who did I mention? Oh, Martian Manhunter.
You've just like discussed the character I know, a few times.
Sterling K. Brown, man.
Ooh.
I think Sterling K. Brown would be such a good Martian Manhunter.
Okay.
I think he would knock it out of the park, man. People want Mahershala Ali. I think Mahershala Ali would be really good, but if I had to pick one between the two, definitely
Mahershala Ali, I do think Mahershala Ali would be a good Martian Manhunter.
Oh yeah,
but
absolutely.
And God bless everyone at Marvel that still has hope in Blade.
Oh, dude.
But if Blade gets any more traction,
I don't know, man.
Is Mahershala Ali even still connected to the project? I know I've switched directors like 3 times. But
I think he is. I'm pretty sure. As far as we'll just have to see. We'll have to wait and see.
I was going to say if Blade ever gets any traction,
we'll see.
I would say that Mahershala Ali will probably have contractual like obligations to appear in that more than a Martian Manhunter.
Right.
So I feel like that would open the door for Sterling K. Brown, and I think Sterling K. Brown still would do good. But I don't know. I feel like with all the Blade news, I've just pictured Mahershala Ali in my head more as Blade and not
Right.
not so Martian Man. I don't know, but yeah, definitely something to think about.
Right. For who would you cast as Green Arrow? Because I need to look up his name again. Let me look up his name. I forgot it already, but I don't think he's been in very many things. But Green Arrow fan casting. Let's see. I forgot his name again. He hasn't been in very many things, but
I don't know. Green. I'll have to take a rain check on that one. I'm trying to.
What's his name?
Charlie
Hunnam. Justin Hartley, is that his name? I think it's Justin Hartley. I think
Justin Hartley.
Is that his name?
What has he been in recently?
That's not who I was thinking about, but Justin Hartley might actually not be bad. That
okay.
I say, hey, nothing wrong with that, man. Nothing wrong with that.
Justin Hartley, and he was in Smallville too.
You know who did he play? Did he play? He was Green Arrow in Smallville, Robert.
Yeah, he was Green Arrow in Smallville. That was it. Okay.
You know who he would be a really good. You know who he'd be good as? Just looking at his face, right?
Yeah.
Booster Gold. I could see him as a Booster Gold.
Okay.
Justin Hartley. I don't know, just his face.
I know we were talking about Booster Gold earlier. I think as far as Booster Gold goes, I was seeing things on my For You page the other day where do you know who Cooper Barnes is? Yeah, Hartley was Green Arrow.
Cooper Barnes?
He was in did you ever watch Henry Danger on Nickelodeon?
You're okay. I think I know who you're talking about. Let's see.
He was
Gotcha.
Yeah, he was like the main hero on that, which of course I never watched that show. That was after my time.
What's his last name? Cooper
Barnes, be like a barn and then ES at the end.
Oh, the main guy. Okay.
Yeah, the captain.
Are you talking about as Booster Gold?
People were saying they want him as Booster Gold.
I could see that.
I could see that. I feel like he's got the look, and I don't know. It's definitely interesting to think about. Like I'm not. Well, yes, cool. Cooper Barnes was in the
Schmodown, man. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. That's cool. That's cool, man. That's cool.
Yeah, Cooper Barnes would be an interesting Booster Gold.
Let's see, Green Arrow fan cast, because there was one guy that would be the perfect. What's his name? Not him, because he hasn't been in very many things. He hasn't, but why am I not finding it? Hold on, let me see.
I was trying to think. My Twitter feed doesn't really have a lot of fan casts anymore. It's just like all the hype from Superman.
You know what? I can actually pull him up on here. Let me pull him up on here real quick. His name is Harry Goodwins, I think.
Terry Goodwins?
Harry Goodwins. He hasn't been in very many things, but I think that let me pull this up on here real quick. Will Poulter's Booster Gold, not a bad fan cast.
Yeah.
Hey, Robert, good to see you, buddy. Hey, I appreciate you. Appreciate you joining. I actually just met again, y'all. Go subscribe to Robert and his brother Chris's channel at Cinema Fanatics. They make great reviews. Go follow them. I actually met Robert for the first time that Monday when I went to go see Superman. I got to catch him after the film, and I got to be in Sean Chandler. We all three of us.
Yes,
me and Chris.
I was gonna ask you about that.
I got to meet Jones Vibes as well, so that was cool.
That is awesome. Yeah, nice. I saw you in Sean Chandler's video, which I know you guys have said he lives near you, doesn't he?
So we're all I think we're all in the Austin, mainly Austin area. I live about an hour, 40 minutes away from Austin, but I like the Austin-ish area, you know what I mean? Because we all go to the same early screening. So it was cool, man. It was cool. But awesome. Robert, appreciate you joining, man. It was good to see you, man. Good to see you. Appreciate you joining. But so Harry Goodwins is let's say Austin area. Yep.
Okay, yeah.
Harry Goodwins. Let me try to pull it up real quick. If I share screen, okay. So share screen. Here we go. This is Harry Goodwins. Let me pull it up real quick. This guy, I want his Green Arrow, dude. Give me his Green Arrow, please, man.
Okay, interesting.
He would be the perfect Green Arrow.
Yeah.
I think
I could definitely see it. I feel like that definitely has potential.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, like I said, I've not seen I've not seen anything like his name
Yeah.
mentioned anywhere, but that definitely is interesting to think about. I think that would be super cool.
And I think
if that does come to
for Flash, I mean, I think for Flash, it's automatically Havoc from X-Men. What's his face? What's his name? I can't think of his name.
Oh shoot,
What's
I'm
name?
usually better at names like this. I'm better at names than this. Let me check.
Let's see. Lucas Till.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
Perfect.
That would be. Yes, that'd be awesome.
Absolutely.
I know. I know. I keep saying like I've not really thought of fan cast that much. The only like real fan cast I've actually thought of and like discussed with anyone else is Stargirl, and I think I mentioned this briefly.
Oh
on the last stream.
That's right. Yeah.
Meg Donnelly, I think would be an incredible Stargirl because I know that she was in the running for Supergirl and lost the role to Millie. Like it was her.
Right.
It was Meg and Millie that like they each had a 50-50 chance of becoming Supergirl.
Right.
And I originally wanted Meg to be Supergirl. I thought that she had the look more than Millie, but Millie's kind of grown on me, and I'm like, okay, Millie is Supergirl.
Yeah.
Can you guys see
I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. I'm gonna use the restroom. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Okay. Can you guys see the actor who is in the main and face of the Kingsman? Yes, Taron Egerton of the Kingsman movies. I could see him being Green Arrow. I'm trying to think, was he in another superhero movie recently, or is it just the Kingsman? Okay, I'm not familiar that much with Taron Egerton in other superhero properties, but yeah, as far as Green Arrow goes, I think he'll be good. I know he was in the Robin Hood movie. I just hope that if he were to be cast as Green Arrow, that it would be better than that. All right. Did you hear what I said just a second ago?
I kind of heard a little bit of it. Him as Robin Hood. Oh, he would be great Robin Hood.
So Taron Egerton. Can you guys see the actor who's in the main and face of the Kingsman movies be Green Arrow? So Taron Egerton, I feel like would be a good Green Arrow. Just don't make it like the Robin Hood movie that came out several years ago.
That's what bad. Okay. That's
so. Yeah, I mean, he's kind of got that look as an Archer from the movie. I could see Taron Egerton as Wolverine. Okay,
dude,
yeah,
absolutely,
that'd be interesting. But yeah, as long as it doesn't go like down the path of how that Robin Hood movie went, maybe Taron Egerton as Green Arrow could be good.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, like Meg Donnelly, getting back to like Stargirl, I think, like I said, between Meg and Millie, I wanted Meg to be Supergirl more, but Millie's grown on me now, and for good reason.
Right.
Because she does look great, and from the cameo, she looks great. But I think Meg still deserves a place in the DCU if they were to ever give her a spot. I think Stargirl, or even if they, Joe, I can see Justin Hartley being Kyle Rayner. Okay,
be interesting. That'd be interesting. Yeah,
because
I'm hoping in the Lantern show we get. Obviously, we're getting Guy Gardner, Jon Stewart, and Hal Jordan. I'm really hoping we do get Jessica Cruz. I am hoping we get Kyle Rayner, and a lot of others too. The one thing for Lanterns that I'm excited to see all of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm really excited to see Sinestro though. Like
that would be.
I'm so excited to see Sinestro. I'm so glad we're getting that character again. I'm so glad we're getting him. So I am. I think we're getting. Who else did they announce that was cast? Was it Alwog?
As far as Lanterns goes,
what there was it was either Alwog or somebody else. I don't.
Let me see.
Lanterns show casting. Lantern show casting. I don't know who. It might have been Alwog or someone else. I don't remember. Let's see.
I was going to say, I'm not seeing anything like that on Wikipedia, which I know Wikipedia is
someone else was casted, and it was one of the Lanterns, I think, but I don't know. It might have been Alwog, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Hold on, let's see. My internet's kind of slow. Let me search up Alwog. It might have been him, but let's see. Is it him? I don't know if it's. I'm not finding it.
Yeah, I'm
It might
not
have been
able.
someone else, but yeah, it might have been someone else. But I'm really excited because, like, apparently, from what I've heard, the Supergirl script is amazing. Apparently,
Yes.
phenomenal. And the
Yes.
same lady who's writing that is writing Teen Titans. So
Oh,
therefore,
okay.
it's going to be, and then we're getting the Blue Beetle. Dude, I'm so excited. We're getting the Blue Beetle animated show too.
That'll be good. Now, is Cholo Maridueña, I think is how you
Yeah,
pronounce his name.
you said, yeah.
Is he coming back? I think.
Yes, he's coming back.
Okay, because I think
so happy about.
Okay, because I know I discussed, or I can't remember if I discussed it last time, but I did meet him at a convention.
You met
in
Cholo?
December. I met Cholo. Yes, he is super cool.
Okay.
I asked him about. I asked him about the possibility of him coming back as.
Wait, when was this? When did you go? You went.
This was December of 2024, so just like 7 months ago.
Oh, so not even that long ago. Okay.
No. I asked him. I was like, is there a possibility that we will see Blue Beetle return in the DCU? And he was kind of giving me those looks where he was like,
Gotcha.
You never know. Definitely the way he was talking about. I feel like I got the feeling I was like, he signed an NDA and can't talk about anything yet. No, I did not know he was coming back. That is super cool.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
They're making the animated show. I think they're going to production next year, and I think it's probably going to release in 2027. So I'm looking forward to it. I want a Blue Beetle and Booster Gold team up. That is what I want. I also want to see a Blue Beetle and Batman team up because I have the one of my comics right here. I have. Where's it at? Which one is it? Which one is it? I'm trying to find it. Let's see. Oh, yeah, the All-In Saga right here. I won't take it out. I'll put it back. But there's a part where him and Batman and Blue Beetle team up. It's really, like, I want to see them team up. I want to. And Booster Gold.
Yeah.
I think that'd be great, dude. So
that'd be awesome. Yeah.
But, yeah, well, I don't know what else. What are spoilers we want to talk about for Superman? I don't know.
I know we've kind of been going along like how the movie has gone. Like I know we hinted on the Pocket Universe and how like I know with the Pocket Universe, Metamorpho, like I said, I ended up caring about him a lot more. And Anthony Kerrigan, I've like seen interviews with him like in the last couple of days.
He knocked it out of the park, man. He knocked it out of the park. Like
one of my friends that is a big DC fan, I know he said that he preferred him more, or like not really preferred him more, but like saw him more from his Gotham role, which I mean, seeing someone for that long, like in a TV show, like it is hard to see them in a different role. Like I understand that, but I will say I've not seen Gotham yet. I know I need to. It's on my watch list. I'm confused. Is Metamorpho and Ultraman the same? No. Ultraman was created by Lex, and Metamorpho is this other being who was basically being blackmailed to turn into kryptonite just to like because Lex was like, you're gonna hurt Superman or else I'm gonna hurt your baby or just it was kind of more. It was more blackmail. No, Metamorpho was not a Lex creation. That was only Ultraman. But no, Anthony Kerrigan was incredible as Metamorpho. And like I said earlier, with Baby Joey, the way James Gunn's able to get you to care about things and people that you wouldn't even expect to is just incredible. Because I walked away just caring more about Metamorpho and not wanting anything to happen to Baby Joey. And it did.
Exactly. Same here.
And then I know we covered, after he gets out of the Pocket Universe, we covered Ma and Pa. I absolutely love Ma and Pa.
Me too.
As far as the rest of the movie goes, I thought the action was great. I loved him holding up the building for the lady to like drive her car, get the rest of the way off the bridge. That way
the score hits in that scene. Oh, dude, when the score hits, when she looks back, and he's like coming up for I'm like, incredible. Oh my gosh!
It was
and the thing is, too, speaking about the score, especially when. I think it's the interview scene. The score really reminded me of the TASM 2 score.
Yes.
In a way, it really did. And I was like, this is TASM 2. Like,
it was
like I was like, oh, It was interesting. I loved that. I loved it. But
John Murphy and David Fleming did a great job
so good.
crafting the score, and not only taking from
great.
John Williams' original score, but just using so many different elements to like make it their own was great. And I know David Fleming's name only came up like a couple months ago. Like it was mostly just John Murphy being emphasized.
Right.
If you take a look at the score on iTunes, David Murphy, David Fleming and John Murphy, it looks like their work was kind of evenly split amongst like I think there's maybe like 30 tracks of score. So he did it. Like it seems like they both did even work, and all of the pieces that they each crafted were great. And that was one of my other takeaways. Okay, with Ultraman, then I don't think he's dead. What are your theories on who he comes back as? Bizarro. Is it going to be Cyborg, Superman, Superboy, Prime, or Bizarro?
Possibility. So, Cyborg, Superman. Possibility.
I know. We talked about this towards the beginning. I want to see a Bizarro, and when they initially did the face reveal for him, I was that feels like it's going to come back as a Bizarro.
And technically, Gorilla Grodd is technically in the DCU. Or wait, I shouldn't have said that. You haven't seen Creature Commandos yet.
I've not, but it's fine. I'll probably.
Crap.
No. You were perfectly fine.
Are you sure?
I need to get watching Creature Commandos. It's my fault. I've not seen it yet.
All I'll say is it's kind of in a vision, sort of. I won't go into anything else. I'll just say that. But
okay.
I don't know what that means down the line, but
you're perfectly fine. I will say I am. That's one thing about me. I am more so like I hate movie spoilers, but like TV show spoilers, I'm kind of more lax. Like I know I need to watch them, and like things like that. Like I know I mentioned to you. I think the last stream we did, like I already know Batman is in Creature Commandos. Like he just shows up there briefly.
Oh yeah, dude.
So there are elements of Creature Commandos I'm already familiar with, but like I said, it's my fault for not watching it yet. So you don't got to worry about anything.
I would say I think you're gonna. There are some things in it. It's not for kids. I will tell you that it is not. Yes. It is not for kids at all. It's animated. It is an animated show,
but not for kids.
But yeah, no.
Kind of like how. Like I know DC's made like I know the Harley Quinn show's not for kids and different things like that. But
I would say there's some scenes where you're probably gonna be like, oh yeah, I don't want to. It doesn't really necessarily show anything, but it's insinuated. You know what I mean? Gotcha. So it's like just skip.
I'm sure whatever like I don't know. It's there are some things about like movies and TV shows like I'm not too bothered by. Like obviously I'm bothered by like that kind of stuff, but it's it's I feel like with a cartoon it is like the effect where it's like not real people. I don't know, but yeah, I'll definitely be on the lookout for that. But as far as Ultraman goes, I think it will be more so a Bizarro situation in the future. I don't think he's dead either because like I'm the kind of person where I have to see someone like just get pummeled or shot or stabbed and like watch them die before I know they're dead. And the fact that we just saw Ultraman go into the black hole, it's like it could be anywhere. I mean, what did the black hole do? It just tore a hole in the universe because of how many times the Pocket universe was being ripped open. I am in so many in not so many words that I've been using, I think it's Bizarro.
Right. One thing I'm worried about, talking about lanterns, one thing I'm worried about is because I think Kyle Chandler's version of Hal Jordan in this show, in this universe, is going to be a very rough and tough, gritty, older Hal Jordan. Right. Do you think they're going to kill him off? Because news broke that this is a Jon Stewart story. It's a strictly Jon Stewart story. I hope not. I really hope not.
I like Kyle Chandler. Whenever they said he was going to be Hal Jordan, I'm
a huge Hal Jordan fan. That's one of my favorite DC characters. I love Green Lantern, dude. I just want him to be done right.
I don't think that they'll kill him off just yet. I think it's got to be one of those things where it's like you got to work him in a little bit. I mean, because I
want to see them team it up throughout the whole show.
Yes, absolutely.
I want to see them kicking butt together, man.
Yes, it needs to be. Yeah, it needs to be like it needs to be like teamwork type vision for it. They can't do anything with him too early. Like it can't be a Maria Hill situation from Secret Invasion.
It better not be.
Or no, not Secret Invasion. Was it?
If that's the case, man,
Yeah. Or was it Secret Invasion that they killed her off like first episode?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I was thinking it was something more recent, but yeah, it's like
Right.
you can't do that. Like it has to be, if they do make it more of a John Stewart story, they need to like maybe we lessen his impact as the show goes on.
Right.
Is the best I could think to say about it, but I don't know. It's yeah, like I said, I hope Kyle Chandler's in it to a substantial amount because I like him as an actor, and
Right.
and like you said, Hal Jordan I think is one of my favorite Green Lantern iterations. I mean, and John Stewart is too.
He's great.
Not
He's
really
great.
so familiar with Guy Gardner, but John Stewart and Hal Jordan are the Green Lantern stories that I want to see told with elegance, with grace, with the kind of vision that I think James and Peter ultimately have for the universe. So I'm definitely looking forward to it.
I was going to ask you something else about Supergirl, but you haven't read Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow yet, have you?
No, I need to.
Okay,
I know it's a relatively newer comic, and that's.
I was going to ask you something about like what if you think this certain thing will happen in Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, because there's a certain thing that happens in the comic. But you haven't read it yet, and I don't want to spoil it. And if I personally, okay, I'm not even going to say that because that's kind of. I was going to say that, but then I'm like, you might know what I'm talking about, so I won't say anything.
Okay,
but let's just say I hope they don't. And personally, I don't think they will. But anyways, that's all I'll say.
Gotcha. But no, as far as sorry, you go ahead.
Or else to say, I was waiting to see what you were saying.
But yeah, as far as Lanterns goes, I hope that it's a good cohesive story with both Hal and John. I'm very much looking forward to see what they do with that there. So going back to Superman, though, I know we talked Ultraman. We talked about like the beginning of the third act. I mean, really, I think we've hit about all the big points to it. I know we mentioned earlier, like the way Lex turns around and Superman's just standing there with his arms crossed. Absolutely love that shot, and I love the score that accompanies it. And then heading into the end of the movie, seeing Millie was
internet
incredible.
Sorry about that.
Oh, okay. Well, hello, people. I don't know if I'm going to be able to see the chat without Hayden, but I think we're still live. Are we still live? Timer's still going. I think we're still live. Okay, yeah, we're still live. So yeah, what I was saying was, as far as the end of the movie goes, I was excited to see Millie. I think Millie is going to be a great Supergirl, and I was very excited to see her. And I know we covered it earlier in the stream. I'm glad it wasn't a mid or post credit scene that we got her reveal in. I'm glad that it was in the movie, as opposed to a mid or post credit scene where most audiences probably aren't going to stick around for anything like that. But yeah, as far as the rest of the movie goes, loved the ending montage with the Iggy Pop song "Punk Rockers." Absolutely incredible way to end the movie, and yeah, I mean, I don't really know what else more to say. I've also never been live solo on YouTube before, so I hope Hayden's able to reconnect here. But I will see. Hopefully, he's able to reconnect. But I know I said a minute ago, I don't know if I'm going to be able to see the comments without him. What did you guys think about Superman? All you guys that are out there that haven't said anything yet, because I've not even looked at the chat yet, to be honest, to see. I've not looked at the chat to see like what all people's commented, but I mean, what did you guys think about Superman? What did you think about? Oh, we got Hayden back. Maybe. Hayden, are you there?
Hey,
Hey.
Joseph, can you hear me?
Yeah. I was just about to cue up the Jeopardy think music to as we were waiting for you to get back in. But yeah, are we still live? I think we are, but I was in the room solo. I don't know if I was still live where I wasn't like the creator of the room. Can you hear me, Hayden?
All right, can you hear me, Joseph?
Yeah, I can hear you.
My internet had a stroke. I don't know what happened.
Okay.
Golly,
Are we still live? The timer's still going, and I
Yeah,
didn't
we're
see
still
any
live. We're still
comments.
live. My
Okay,
internet
good.
spazzed out. I don't know what happened.
Okay.
But what were we talking about? We were talking about
yeah, just the way that he crossed his arms and was just like looking at Lex as
I
the
love that. I
score
love
and the
that,
build
man.
up to that was just
Yeah.
incredible.
Which
And
speaking
then
of that is what I want. There's a thing where I want James Gunn to do, and it's a thing where Lex Luthor is sitting in his office, right? And Guy
Mhm.
Gardner, Martian Manhunter, golly, there we go. And there's a thing where Lex is sitting in his office, right?
Yeah.
And there's windows around him, and he's looking this way, and Superman, Wonder Woman, Martian Manhunter, and Guy Gardner are behind him, and they all fly up, and they're like, they like knock on the glass, they're like, open the window, Luthor. I want to see that. So
That
I
would
think
be
a lot
awesome.
of people in the chat will know what it.
Yeah.
Open the window, Luthor, and I'm like, there's an edit of that where they fly up and it plays the song Amazing Grace, and I'm like
the church hymn, or oh, you froze again. Oh shoot. Well, let's see. Timer's still going, so I know we're still live. So yeah, that Hayden was talking about sounded very interesting. I actually had not seen that yet, so or had like thought about that yet. I do think that yeah, I mean overall, I mean if you've been listening to this stream, anything that James Gunn and Peter Safran have in mind for this universe, I'm very excited to see. I do think that it will be an exciting universe. And I know James Gunn's already got a 10-year plan for it, and that's just for chapter 1 to my understanding. So it's definitely exciting to see what will be coming. Supergirl is due June 26th. Lanterns is winter or spring, I think. I know we covered earlier that they just wrapped production this week. And then as far as the rest of the future for the DCU goes, Batman Part 2, which I know that's an Elseworlds project. I know James Gunn has read that script and he likes it. And the Supergirl poster, not only the poster reveal, but her cameo at the end of Superman was great. I think Millie Alcock is going to be a great Supergirl, and I think that shoot, lost my train of thought. Yeah, I just think that she's going to be a great Supergirl, and definitely we'll have to go back and watch her in a House of the Dragon until I kind of prep myself for like just seeing her on screen. I think will be super cool. And probably I hate to cut this off, but I'm probably will wait until Hayden gets back in here because I know he's got control of the live. But I mean, if it's now that the internet's cut out twice now, we might have to cut this off. So I apologize for anyone that might be out there. But I do see that there are 5 people watching though. So while you are for those that are still here, Hayden, Raza, and I are working on our own brand. We've done this. Oh, okay. Now I'm going to cue up the think music. Hopefully, we don't get a copyright strike for this.
Yeah, sorry, man.
No. I told you I was
trying to get
Jeopardy.
your question or comment to pop up, and it won't even pop up. Man, this is bad.
Yeah. Well, I was just getting ready to tell like the people. I saw that we still had 5 people in here, but I know with the internet cutting out, like I don't want that to happen again. But I was just gonna say, oh, not again. Shoot. Hayden, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Hayden? I don't think you can hear me. We're still live. 4, 5 watching. Hayden, can you hear me? Okay. We're still live. Might have to end this stream, man. My internet is so bad. What do you think? He's texting me. Let me see. Well, I think Hayden's frozen again, but for those of you that are still in the audience, well, hold on one second. Okay. Well, all right. It looks like he's still gone, but okay. So what I was saying beforehand, for those of you that are still out there, Hayden, Raza, and I are wanting to make our own brand. We are wanting to be a new kind of channel here on YouTube and other sites like Instagram and like our individual letterbox. You can follow us on our 3 letterbox profiles. We want to share our love of film and superheroes and the likes thereof with you guys. And you know, I met Raza about 1.5 years ago on Instagram, and then I met Hayden just a few months ago, and they are both awesome guys. Back. Oh, okay, all right,
dude. I'm sorry, my internet is so bad.
You're all right. I was just telling them about the well, like I said in the message, I was just telling them about
the SFT.
Yeah, yeah. So anyway, what I was saying was, yeah, we're just 3 guys who, even though none of us have ever met in person, we just came together because of our love of film, our love of superheroes, and we want to be able to share that with you guys. And
absolutely,
definitely be looking for more updates from us. I definitely want to do more streams, and hopefully not be plagued with so many internet issues, which again, Hayden, I know that's not your fault.
No, I know. It's just I do live out in the country, so it's kind of but I tell you, I love living out in the country, but I do miss the neighborhood. I've lived in a neighborhood for 13 years of my life, and then in 2018 I moved. So I was born in 2005 until 2018. I lived in the neighborhood.
Oh, okay.
And since 2018 until now, I've lived in the country. But I love a neighborhood. I miss it. I miss it. Again, I like the country, I do, but it's just I'm
Yeah.
so more used to it. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
but
But yeah, with as far as like our brand goes, we are called the Super Film Trinity. We came up with that at the end of our last stream,
heck yeah.
and that is our Instagram handle as well. So any of you that are watching, go spread the word. If you were looking for a fresh source and just fresh commentary on this industry and just the workings of it, and like superheroes and Marvel, DC, everything like that, please go follow us, Super Film Trinity on Instagram. And then I know all three of us are on Instagram separately as well. You can follow our profiles; they're in the Super Film Trinity bio, and there will be a
And I'm
Super
gonna
Film Trinity
post
channel soon.
on my so about the Super Film
okay.
Trinity. So yeah,
What
I'm
is
gonna
it?
post it on my story and let everybody know to go follow it and all that. So
Yeah. But yeah, go follow us there. And I think we covered everything on Superman. That was like our only topic for tonight. So Hayden, I'll let you close us out, brother.
Yeah, guys, that was the Superman spoiler talk. It was great. I will have Fantastic Four is next week. I'm planning on seeing it Thursday. There's an advanced screening, an early screening Wednesday, but obviously I have church, so I'm not going to that because church is more important, obviously.
Yeah.
So I'm doing that. So I will definitely see it Thursday. I'm planning on seeing it Thursday. So I'll have my review up. Let's see. I'll have my out of the theater reaction up Thursday night. My review up Friday, and I might even do a spoiler live stream sometime, and we can all do the spoiler live stream together too if y'all want. So,
yeah, well, I was
this
thinking
one,
ahead too. I was thinking ahead. I'm going to be out of town next weekend, but
I'm going out of town 2 weeks from now, I think. At some point, I have to see too, but yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but as far as next weekend goes, where I'm at though, I'm going to be seeing Fantastic Four in IMAX, and I'm very happy about that because there's no IMAX theater near me. But as far as the live stream goes, I might be able to join. I might not. It's where I'm going. It'll be with family, but family can be very spontaneous. I'm sure you know. So it just depends on what I'm doing. I am seeing Fantastic Four though, so we'll be able to do that.
Awesome.
If we are able to do a live stream next weekend, hopefully we could do some Comic-Con musings too, because I know Hall H is next Saturday.
Absolutely.
I know DC has a panel, Marvel does not, so we can hit up DC.
Right.
Credit that scene with Krypto and Superman on the moon. Yes,
it's great. It's so
love
great,
it. Absolutely loved it. I knew I wanted that shot to be in the movie, and even though it was a mid-credit scene, absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely next weekend, which we can talk more about that with Raza and just see our availability. But
I just want it to be good, man. I just want it to be good.
Let's talk about the future of DC. Is this considered to be a great start for? I'm very excited. I'm very hopeful.
Me too. Me too. I'm very hopeful.
Sorry, we have to kind of cut it short. Internet.
Yeah, it's working now. It's working now, but I do have food too. I got to go eat. So my mom was texting me, and I'm like, I'm alive, Mom. I can't right now. I'm alive. But Putera, good to see you. We're actually just now into the live stream, but good to see you, man. Appreciate you joining. But guys, before we end the live stream again, thank y'all so much for joining. Thank y'all for joining in the conversation. And again, do not go subscribe to Raza's channel. Go subscribe to Joseph's channel. All of that is in the description. There are links to the channel, the links to both of their channels. And again, go subscribe to Super Film Trinity on Instagram. I am going to post that to my Instagram story in a bit. But yeah, this was fun, man. This was fun. I'm glad we got to do this again. So yeah,
absolutely,
but again, y'all, thank y'all so much for joining. And Joseph, I will see you later, man. Thank you so much for joining. Overlord, good to see you, buddy. Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
See you, man. Take care.
Yes, sir. Yeah, you have a good night.
All right, you too.
Let's see.